guys, what's up? Well, hello there. How was your Xmas? It was pretty good. It was pretty good. It's just a very chill Christmas. How was your Christmas or holiday or whatever? I'm trying to think. Like we watched Chris a did we I know so we watched a Christmas movie Christmas Eve, and I made homemade hot chocolate on Christmas Eve. Christmas Day, um, woke up. We did so. We had already gotten each other gifts from before, like before Christmas. We just because we asked each other what we wanted, and then we just went ahead and ordered it. Um, and so we did that, and so whenever they came in the mail, we already knew what we got each other. So we were like, what the hell? So like we just had it then, um, but Anna did these cute like little stockings or whatever and stuff like that. So like she filled our stockings, and so that was really cute. Um, and then what do we do after that? I mean, we didn't. So we went over to a friend's or one of her friends to drop something off, and his mom was there, and we love his mom. His mom is just so cool, one of the best people. And so she every time she comes into town, because she doesn't live here, every time she comes into town, she like gives us like baby stuff. So whether it's like diapers or like whatever. This time she gave us like a crap ton of diapers. And then the last time she came, it was because I was sick. So she gave me a whole bunch of like this, because she works in a gynecologist's office. So she gave me like all their like free samples and stuff. So she gave me that, and then like baby wipes and stuff. And then after that, we went to my parents and did Christmas there. We pretty much spent the whole rest of the day at my parents' house, and then we went to and then we came back. And did we do anything Christmas night? I don't think so. I think we pretty much just ended up like going to bed after that. Cause, well, we put some the stuff that we got up, because a lot of stuff that we got was for Zion. So we put all his stuff in his room, and then shortly after, like, I'm like, this day was exhausting. Holidays exhaust me. So it was like 8 o'clock, I think, and I'm like, I'm gonna lay in bed. So I always kind of do that though. I lay in bed, and then but I don't go to bed until I don't like fall asleep until like at least 10:30, something like that. But yeah, that was pretty much my whole Christmas in a gist. Hey, Scarlett. So excited for you season 4, especially as you probably know, is set in London. I actually never finished season 3. Never finished it. I don't even remember the point of where I got to. I don't even know if I got halfway through season 3. I was like, eh. Hey, Shania. Hello from France. Well, hello from Florida. Also chill. Yeah, we don't. I'm just. I'm a huge introvert, so I don't really like to do. I don't like to go out and do a bunch of things. I'd much rather stay at home and like spend time with family, or like just do something chill. And that's kind of how my whole family is for the most part. So that's what we did. Yeah, Christmas Day was good, thanks. And as you probably heard or know, us in UK, other countries have a second holiday, Boxing Day, after Christmas Day. Oh, I didn't know that. Just passing through. You're not staying? What the hell? I'm based in the US. Where are you from, Shania? I can't remember. I think you told me before. Double Boxing Day weekend this year, so it was nice to have 3 days of Xmas relaxing. I had off like I had a 6 day weekend for the most part because I had so many PTO days I had to take off. I was off Thursday. I took off Thursday. We had Friday and Monday off, and then I took off yesterday. That's not 6 days. Oh, it is because if you count the weekends, I was like that was only 4 days. But yeah, and then the weekend, so I had like a 6 day weekend. It was weird. Today was my first day going back to work, and I felt weird. Hey, what's up, Cody? Glad to know you had a great weekend, Cass. Yeah, it was, I mean, it was chill. Like I said, it was just per usual. I think the gifts that I mean, I it's hard for me to get excited about things. And so even like with Christmas, and I've said this before, but like even with Christmas, even like growing up as a kid, like and a lot of my siblings were all, I think, I wouldn't say, I can't speak for them, but we're all kind of the same way when it comes to like, I think showing our emotions and our excitement for things. And I'm the worst one, I feel like. And so I remember my mom texted me on Christmas. No, she texted me a couple days before Christmas and asked if I was excited. And I'm like, eh. I was like, I'm excited about spending time with family. Like, not so much. It's not really the holiday that I get excited about. And so she goes, yeah, I know. But I know that next year I'm going to be super excited because we'll have Zion at that point. So I know I'm going to have like, I know I'm going to be happy next year for sure. Just spend the holiday like with him and stuff, and that'll be great. Well, him and the whole family, but like once he's born, you know. But a lot of the gifts that like we got, I think like there, I think I for sure have like my favorite. Like there's a favorite gift, and there's this puzzle, and it's customized, and it says Zion's name on it, and it's in the same colors as that's his room. And his room is like jungle themed, and it's got greens and browns, and it's got like a hint of gray in there too. And so this puzzle had his name, and with an elephant and what was the other animal? And a whale. The whale was kind of random, but anyway, it had like his colors, and it was like his thing. So when I opened it, I was on the verge of like about to cry. I didn't cry, but I was really close to crying. And then another really cool gift that I got for myself was a gift, and it's like right over there. My brother got me this because I'm obsessed with Cher. Cher is just everything for me. So my brother, he got me this. It's funny because when I opened it, I guess upside down. And so it was a charcuterie board. And so I open it, and I'm like, oh, cool, a charcuterie board. And then but I guess because I had it upside down and I was holding it like, you know, facing the other direction. So everyone was like, no, turn it around. And so I was like, oh. So I turned it around, and it says charcuterie board on it, and it has a little silhouette of Cher on it. And I freaked. I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. So my brother got me that. And then I'm trying to think what else I got. I didn't get like a whole lot of stuff. A lot of stuff that we got was like either Zion stuff or like we got like gift cards and stuff. But I got a pregnancy pillow, so I tried that out for the first time last night. It was pretty comfy, but my belly's not that big. I think because my belly's not that big to like just rest on a pillow. So yeah, I think I gotta grow a belly to really fully enjoy that. But yeah. Okay, so I'll stay for a bit. She's so needy. Well, I mean, you know me. I'm just super needy. I live in New York State. Oh, that's cool. I don't think I did know. You probably did tell me, but I don't remember. Is it Namera? Thank you for becoming a member. The Minion Club. Hey, what's up, Ohio Stud? Did you feast? Oh yeah, we had. Well, we had a feast. Did I eat a feast? No, because my version of being pregnant, I feel like I wouldn't, because a lot of people go through pregnancy differently, but I get hungry, but I can only eat like 2 bites before I get full. So yeah, I had, so pretty much my whole plate was like basically like 2 bites of everything. Um, but my mom makes and I don't like ham, but my mom makes this really good ham that I really, really like. And it was so freaking good. Um, Mac and cheese, green bean casserole. What else was there? Funeral potatoes. I'm trying to think. I think there was a couple other things too, but that was like some of the big stuff. You didn't finish season 3 of You? Why? Because I got bored with it. I don't know. I just can't. I can't bring myself to finish it. Husband said will be a very different vibe in season 4 as it is set in London. I mean, that would be cool. I don't know. I just can't bring myself to finish it. Cass, happy Christmas. How was it? It was good. It was chill. Hey, is Tracy in here? I wanted to open my. She sent me a something into my PO box, and I want to open it, and I just want to double check and make sure it was cool that I opened it on stream. But I don't even know if she's in here. Hey girl, good to see you. Good to see you too. Hey, what's up, Alicia? How did you survive the winter storm? I don't know if you're asking me that question, but I live in Florida. So we got our winter storm. We got, which wasn't a winter storm. It's our version of a winter storm, I guess, is what you can consider it. We had like, it's still a little chilly, but I think tomorrow it's supposed to get warm again. So it was basically like chilly for maybe a week, but I don't even think it was a week where we got, like, technically my heater's on right now, but well, it's not like on because it's like 70 something in the house, but my AC kicks on at 76 degrees during the day, and then my heater kicks on at 65 degrees. So, but it's been getting chilly at night, so yeah, like we're about we're about to get into the 80s again next week. Like, yeah, no. You don't like ham? Okay, then. I'm not a big. I would say I'm not a big meat person, but that would be a lie. Like, it depends on the meat. Like, I like. I like a good steak. So, I like a good steak, and I can only order a steak rare or medium rare. And so, basically, I've not had steak this entire pregnancy, which sucks. And also, I have not had any burgers because I will only order a burger, like, depending on where it's from, either medium or medium rare. So I've not had a burger my whole well, not a legit one. Like, I've had like a maybe like one or two McDonald's burgers or something, but that's it. And then he doesn't like chicken, so I don't eat that much chicken. I myself am not a big ham person. And then I like deli turkey, but of course I can't have deli turkey right now either. So I haven't been eating a whole lot of meat this entire pregnancy, which I don't really think you're supposed to anyway, but we were riding polar bears in Ohio. It was like -6 with a -30 wind chill and a blizzard. Shit. Yeah. I remember you telling me that last week, that you guys were getting a winter storm or whatever? Yeah, no. That's crazy. And my feet are freezing right now. My feet and my hands always get so freaking cold because I have like low blood pressure. So, my feet are always freezing. I have my heating pad actually down at the bottom of my bed so that, and I'll like turn it on like as I'm getting ready for bed so that when I get in the bed then it's just warm. And you can see Poncho a little bit. Him is so cute. He's just sleeping. He's probably just gonna be in here all the time for like every stream. Cause unless if Anna's ever home, he probably won't be in here because he's attached to Anna's hip. Cause he's Anna's dog, so he's attached to Anna's hip. But anytime Anna's not home, then he's attached to my hip. So I'm his number two. Went to my uncle's full of people, kids. We sang when all of my family is musical except my brother and I. Oh, I can't sing worth. I sing. I can't sing. People don't want me to sing, but I do it anyway. I'm not a good singer. Okay, I can understand that. Yeah, as a whole though, I'm not really like I can't blame that on him. I'm not a huge ham person. I went to the Titanic Museum in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee last Friday. My brother only lives a couple of hours from there. It's pretty neat and a great experience. Huh? I've never been. I've been in Tennessee a couple of times, but it was either like we were seeing like family or driving through or something. Like I've been to Tennessee a couple of times, but nothing that was like, yeah. Singing in English and Spanish and Russian. I can barely speak English. I do love my meat. I love meat. I do. I think it just depends on the meat. And I love fish. But I think it just depends. It depends on the meat and then how I like it. Which I guess everyone's probably about the same, but South Carolina was cold too. I work with someone who lives in South Carolina and she was talking about how it was cold there too. Your Poncho spare human? Yeah. I'm his number two. Anytime Anna is not home, then he's attached to my hip. And that is only if she's not home. If she's home and she's like either still sleeping or she's like in the garage because he's not allowed to go in the garage because that's like where she works on her projects and stuff. So anytime when like she's in a room and the door's shut or like if he can't get to her, then he'll come to me. Well, I say that, but that's actually a lie. It's usually if she's sleeping, he will go and either sit or lay right next to the door, and he will cry until she opens the door and lets him go in there with her and cuddle. Even if I have my door open and he's like this door, and he can come in here and like lay on the couch, do whatever, and he's got the whole freaking house, he will sit in front of her door and cry. Or if she's in the garage, then he'll go and lay on the couch in the living room until she comes out of the garage. Please sing for us. No. That ain't gonna happen. I feel like sometimes, like if I'm in a certain type of mood, then I'll just kind of like, I might do it depending on how, like what kind of mood I'm in, but I heard the Titanic Museum is haunted. Did I hear that too? I don't know. Probably. Does Poncho fart more on you or her? He just farts in general all the time. I feel like Nissa doesn't do that, and they get fed the same food. I don't know. Nissa's not really around us a lot for us to really pay attention, but I feel like if he farts, like even if he was on the opposite side of the house and he farts, I feel like we can, or I think we can smell it, you know. But I don't think, and Nissa farts too. Like, don't get me wrong, but like his are like toxic, man. I don't know. He'll probably do it at some point during the stream. I'm sure. He does it all the time. I might open this P.O. box. I'm going to open it. If it's maybe something that I shouldn't show on stream, then I won't. But, like, I got something in my P.O. box, and I went to go get it today. I haven't opened it yet. I don't even know how to open it. Oh, that's cute. There's a card. Okay, so there's a card. There's a card. Oh, I'm guessing I'm being too loud. Ness is telling me to shut up. How much stuff is in here, dude? How much did she manage to fit in this box? Okay, I think that's it. And I, like, blacked out the... Hold on. Okay, before I go through it. Oh, let me see. Oh my gosh, Cass. So, we were in bed, my wife and I. She is always reading at night, and she was... So I asked what you were reading. She said she found the Gap series novel. What? There's a novel? There's a novel? I always love to read before bed. That's what I do. So that's when I say that I'm gonna like lay in bed for a little bit. I lay in bed and then I'll read. Usually fanfics, but that's when I like get my fill of fanfics. Adam, there are few. Not sure which one you're talking about. The one I went to was just fine. Oh, maybe you're talking to someone else. I don't know. She found the novel. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know there was a novel. So now I have to read it because she would 100% spoil the show. Oh, yeah. Don't spoil it. See, he may have... I bet he tooted. Maybe that's why Nissa was like... I have 3 dogs and they follow me everywhere. I can't pee without them following me. He's that way. Nissa? No. Nissa's like a cat. She's either in this corner right behind the wall, or she's downstairs in her corner downstairs. But she's over here because I just heard her. So she's either in one of those two spots. And I try to get her to come in here sometimes, but she came in here last week because my sister was on stream with me, and so she was in here with us for basically the whole time, which I was shocked because, first of all, she doesn't really like people. But I think she just finally got used to my sister after, like, almost 7 years. And then, yeah, so. Planning on going to the beach for a few weeks for the kids. Oh, that would be cool. Do you have any New Year's plans for the weekend? Sleep! Probably. I can't drink, so I'm probably not going to do jack shit. Anna asked me if, she's like, do you want to do anything this year for New Year's? Because last year we tried to go to the beach because they always do something at the beach. No, that wasn't happening. And so we ended up just spending it at home. And as soon as midnight hit, I'm like, I'm going to bed. I'm like, Happy New Year's. I'm going to bed. So that was last year. And then, I don't know. I don't ever really do... I'll just wake up the next morning. I'm like, oh, it's a new year. I don't, like, stay up until midnight. I'm too tired. And then I get cranky. And then don't nobody want to deal with cranky me. No. All right. Let's see what else we got. Because these are cool. There's a... There's a coin in here. I won't maybe open the envelopes because that might be a little bit personal. I don't know. Or maybe I'll like open it and like look at it and read it in my mind. I don't know. I wish Tracy was in here though. And I try to find her on Twitter or Instagram, and I couldn't. And I don't even want to open this because they are like, but this is cool coin, a year of the rabbit coin for 2023. I don't want to open it because I don't know if it's like protected. It might be protected. It's probably protected. Okay, so there's that. And if you guys want to send me stuff on the P.O. box too, you guys can do that if you want. I'm not telling you that you have to. Just send me a whole bunch of shit. What is this one? Elizabeth 2 50 pence 2022. Oh, it's a Pride coin. Oh, that's cool. It's a UK Pride coin. That's really cool. And then what I'm going to do, because I'm in the middle of, and you guys may or may not be able to tell because it's always just kind of dark in here, but I'm actually in a different, like I'm in the same room, but first of all, I trashed a bunch of shit, like a bunch of my furniture and just a bunch of shit. I'm completely redoing my office right now. So the only things I'm keeping are the things that are here. So the couch, the TV is going to be moved to the wall that's in front of me. And then, so I actually swapped directions. I was actually in that corner over there. And now I'm against this wall. I ordered a customized desk to come in that Anna's going to do for me. So that comes in. They haven't shipped it yet because they're doing stuff to it. So I can't wait for that. And then I got a bookcase so that I can, like, if you guys ever send me stuff through my P.O. box, and I was going to put, like, stuff in this, like, bookcase that I have. You can't see it because it's not on camera. And then my light is still there, but of course, because I'm in a different part of the room, you can't see it right now. And I ordered a wider lens for this camera so that you can basically see this back wall and then the other wall. So yeah. And then I want to get, because this wall will be bare, so I need art, or I need ideas on what to do with this wall. I want lighting and stuff, but I don't know. I'm pretty open-minded. I don't know what kind of lighting I want. But I also want art, and I don't know what kind of art I want, because I love art, and I want to make sure too, because it's always kind of dark in here, that you can see the art. Although, like I said, I'm getting more lights, so yeah. So you guys will have to, like, send me ideas and stuff. But anywho. The series comes from the novel, and there is a webtoon. I didn't know that there was other stuff for it. I thought it was just, like, originally I thought it was just a web series. P.O. Box, it's like your address and we can send you stuff. Yeah. Yeah, it's in the description if you want to check it out. Last year? What about last year? I would love to send you stuff from Chile if you like. Send it to me. If you want to send it to me. Send it to my Twitter. Okay, I'll send it to your Twitter. Yay, new year to get older. Woohoo. I know. And then my birthday's in February, so it's not that far. Oh. For New Year's, my rugby friends and I are going to drink a little and then Uber to this roller skating place. I've told them I'm not sure that's a good idea. I'm not very coordinated. Not that I don't try, but I've rollerbladed and then I've ice skated. I think I'm way better at ice skating than rollerblading, but I say that, but the last time I ice skated, I had to get 8 stitches in this eyebrow. And sometimes you can see the scar, sometimes you can't. You can kind of see it because it's like lighter on that edge or whatever. But I have scars on both eyebrows. But this one I had to get 8 stitches in my freaking face because I was trying to be competitive and I'm clumsy, so it wasn't a good combination. And then here's another, I got another Pride coin. These are cool. See, this is what I'm saying. I need to I want to hang up shit and everything. And that's why I was like, well, that's not the only reason why I want to redo my office. My office, not that I look like shit, but it's a small room and it had so much stuff in it. And especially when my sister came over, we were like, my sister's like, how am I going to fit in here? And I'm like, I don't know, I'll figure it out. So my sister and I barely fit together. And one of my arms had to be lifted up or something, but oh, it's a teeny tiny little clothespin. I probably shouldn't be that excited about it, but I think that that's so cute. Tiny little clothespin. It came on the shirt, so there's a shirt here. I don't even know. Oh, I don't even know what it says. I need to look it up. I don't know what it says. Okay, now I gotta Google this. Hold on. I gotta Google it because I don't know what it says. Oh, I think I found it. Meaning. Huh. That's cool. Okay, so it says the shirt says your fight is over. But I don't know what language it's in. It doesn't say what language. Or maybe it does and I don't know what it is. But it's cool. It basically says your fight is over. This is what it looks like. It'll probably be able to fit me because of my belly right now. So that's really cool. I'll definitely have to wear it. And then I got cards, but I'm not sure. I don't know if I'm going to open those. Especially if Tracy's not in here. I'll maybe open those after stream, but that's really cool. Okay, and then where was I at? What art are you into? I would kind of say almost any kind of art. Oh, it's down. Oh, where are you going? I would say almost any kind of art. I don't know. I think I get it from my mother, but it's, I don't know. I just have an appreciation for, I have an appreciation for all kinds of art. I wish I was I wish I had any sort of artistic anything, bone in my body, but I really don't. And I think maybe that's why I have a huge appreciation for it, because I'm not, hi buddy. Was it not entertaining enough? Whatever it was. You're pretty. You're a pretty boy. And there goes Nissa. Nissa, you can come in here too if you want to. She's like, no, I'm good. Yeah, but I just like art. I'm just into art in general. I use Groovy. Is it Groovy? RGB lights along the top rim of my ceiling to add a cool lighting if the main lights are off. I want to get, I don't know. I've thought about a couple of different things. I want to get something that goes in that corner because there's like a little bitty gap between the couch and the wall right there. And so I want to get like maybe one of those stick lights that go in like the corner or something. I think that would be cool. But pretty much like this whole back wall, I'm not pointing in the right direction. the camera, everything's like reversed. But this whole wall back here is going to be bare, and I don't know what I want to. I've thought about like maybe doing movie posters or show posters, because I'm like, obviously it's kind of like the vibe. Which I'm still open to doing that too, but I was like, whatever it is, I just want to make sure that people can see it, because it's dark in here. So, and then I've got the light on that wall. But I can always add, because now there's more room over there, so I can add more lighting to that wall, and then this wall can just be like the art. I'm not sure. So I know, like, I'm working on equipment and stuff right now. So I'm like, first of all, before I do anything, I'm waiting on my desk to get done and in here. And then once my desk gets in here, then I'll do some other stuff. I nearly lost my finger while ice skating. Oh, let me tell you, ice skating is a dangerous sport. Actually, I feel like just about every sport is dangerous, if depending on how you play. If you're like, especially if you're like roughhousing or whatever. But, and then I had a major concussion when I was 18 because I was in ROTC and we were playing football with a tennis ball with no padding. So that was not great. I've had a lot of head injuries. Yeah. Hey, how's it going? What you got planned for New Year's Eve? Not jack shit. I've thought about maybe doing like maybe streaming or something, but I'm like, the thing is like, I can't stay up that late though. For the most part, like, even if I manage to stay up, first of all, you have to convince me. Like, you really have to convince me. And then you're going to have to deal with cranky me, because I'm going to be cranky because I'm tired. So, yeah. And I feel like the versions that you don't want to mess with me are like a hangry me or like a cranky me. And cranky is like, I don't know which one's worse though. I don't know if my hanger is worse or if my crankiness is worse. Because my crankiness comes from like sleep deprivation. I feel like that one's going to be worse than my hanger, because I feel like, because I'm just one of those people, I don't really eat that much anyway. I just kind of just like snack. So I feel like my hanger isn't as bad as my cranky version. Yeah. So you gotta deal with a bitch if you want to have me stay up past my bedtime. So if you manage to convince me, you gotta deal with that side of me. And I don't feel like I should probably have you guys deal with cranky me. So, space or ocean or movie theme art for the office walls. Whatever you choose, I'll be glad for more lights and to see more of it. I don't know. I'm really pretty open. So, kind of, I mean, the design that I like, my desk, I will say this, the desk that I'm getting is it's a butcher block. So it's a big long, it's like 7 feet long, cherry wood butcher block. And then I got these metal legs that are, they came in today. My legs came in today, and they look amazing. They look so freaking good. And they're like durable, and they're thicker than what I thought they were gonna be, and I freaking love it. So I can't wait I'm so excited for my desk. to come in. So now we're just waiting on the butcher board to come in, and then Anna's gonna do stuff to the butcher board, and then we're gonna put my desk together. And I'm so excited. But I was telling Anna, I was like, I think I like renaming the space like the content cabin or something, like as in my room. I'm not gonna call it that, but like it would be the name or whatever. Like that's how I kind of want it to feel. Not necessarily like a cabin, but like I love natural wood and I love metal look too. So like that's what my desk is gonna be. And then the vibe that I want for this room is cool and comfortable. And that's the whole thing. So, but I don't have any specifics in mind, and I don't know if I want to be like super specific, because if I change my mind at all, like, you know, I don't know. If I ever change my mind on stuff, I want to be able to like kind of quickly be able to change things. So, or easily change things. But yeah. I know that doesn't really answer any of your question on what kind of art. I don't know. I was thinking movie themed art, but I don't know. Have you ever watched YouTube channels Tech Source or Random Freak P? They have a lot of videos of people set up rooms, offices from around the world. Good source of inspiration. Yes, I have. I think majority of the time I was watching, like I think I watched Tech Source earlier today because I was trying to figure out something. I think I was trying to figure out if I wanted a black pegboard or not too. Like, because what's going to go up behind me is I want sound panels to go up behind me. But then I was thinking maybe off to the side behind me I'd have like a black pegboard to hang up my headphones, my PlayStation controllers, and like a couple of other things maybe. And then do that. But I don't know. Again, I kind of like want to wait until my desk gets in so that I can kind of figure out like exactly what I'm doing. But because I have to go salute to Anna and send me all the info so I can send you stuff. I will. And you don't have to send me stuff, but I'll send you the PO box address. A nice mirror is good for bouncing the light around the room. I'd have to figure out where I would put a mirror though. I don't know. Like, I get the point of bouncing off light with a mirror, but then also like I want to be able to come in here and just chill and like watch movies and like do whatever. Which hence one of the reasons why I have the couch in here, but because I want this room to kind of have a multi-purpose, and so I just want to make sure it flows. Yeah, Goovy is the company, and it lights up my Twitch streams pretty well. Wall tapestries are a cool art decor too. Is it tapestry or tapestry? I've heard it both ways. I don't know. I mean, I do, like I said, I want more lights. But I also want art. But I don't know what kind of art I want. I don't know. Cass, just how many head injuries? I'm so glad you're okay. I don't know. Let's see. I've had 2 concussions, 1 massive, 1 minor. The minor was right before the massive, which is probably why I had the massive. Because it was like a day or a couple of days before, like the minor one was, and then I had the massive one. I got into a car accident when I was 16 and somebody T-boned me when they ran a red light, and I hit my head pretty hard. Because it was on my driver's side. What else? I mean, this one, where I had to get 8 stitches. And there's some others as well, but I don't, those are like the big ones. My mom, she's like, we just need to get you a freaking helmet. But those are the big ones that I've had. And then, so my massive concussion caused memory loss, where I had total and complete memory loss for like 3 days. And then my memory slowly came back. And then, but some of my memory is still gone. Like, I don't quite remember that day still. But yeah, that's pretty scary. It's my first time ice skate. What? I hate it when that chat does that sometimes. Oh, you know what? And sometimes I forget to switch it. It was my first time ice skating. I tried showing off and fell. That's what happened to me. Be careful. Because what had happened, I was 14 years old, and there was this professional figure skater, and she was doing these tricks on the ice, and I was like, psh, I can do that. That's nothing. And she was doing this one trick, and I was like, I can do that one especially. So I was doing it. I was actually succeeding at this trick, but there was this area that was like all rough ice, and like everyone knew it was rough over there, so you just didn't go over there because they hadn't pulled the Zamboni out in a while, and I don't think that they were gonna, because it was so late at night that I don't think they were gonna run the Zamboni again. They were just gonna like run it once they closed, and so everyone just kind of stayed away from that area of the rink. But because I was like trying to master this trick, and it was like this, I don't know what trick it was because I'm not a professional, but it was like this skippy hoppy trick. I don't know. It's where you glide, and then you jump, and then you like do this kick move with your legs, and then you land, and like, but you land in a glide again. And so I was doing it, but when you're mid-air, and I knew it too, I fucking knew it. I was mid-air, and I was like, oh no. I was like, I'm gonna fall because of the rough ice. I said, I'm not gonna land this, like mid-air. And I was like, shit. So as soon as I landed, I didn't glide. I just stuck and then face planted the ice. And holy shit, man. When you have a massive head injury and you feel your brain bounce against your skull, it is one of the most excruciating and like surreal feelings. And it's I don't wish it on anyone. And it, like, I remember like when I was on the ice and I was just like holding my head because it felt like I just bashed my brains in. And like I pretty much did, but it was on the inside of my head. And then I got up and started, like, because it finally went away, that feeling. And so I get up and I start skating again. But then all of the, like, little kids and everything were pointing and screaming at me, which I didn't know why. Wasn't really paying attention. But I went to go, like, I guess my hair was in my face. So I went to go move my hair out of my face. And so I went like this, and I looked down, and, like, blood. I was just, like, covered in blood. I was like, oh, shit. So I was like, okay. Crazy. Yeah. Crazy. Guys, I have to go. It's bedtime for me. Good night, Scarlett. I don't know if you're still in here or not. I know I ramble sometimes, but... Hey, Kenna! You got this, Scarlett. If you get food or snacks, is there less of a chance of you being cranky? Well, yeah. No, not cranky. Not cranky. Nope. The only way to not get cranky, Cass, is for me to go to sleep. Yeah. Yeah. That's the only thing, is sleep. And that's, yeah. So if I feel like if I got food or snacks, it's not going to help. If anything, I'll probably just get mad if you try to feed me. Yeah, just let me go to bed. I thought you were talking about your legs, but then you realized you were talking about your desk legs. I know. I kind of did that on purpose. I was wondering if you guys were going to wonder if I was talking about like legs, or the desk legs. Could do a Warrior Nun themed wall until we get a renewal. I love Warrior Nun. Not enough to decorate my whole wall in Warrior Nun, but like I was thinking, because our friend Jasmine, she's like, why don't you do like a collage or something? And I was like, well, a collage would be cool. I just want to make sure you can see it, though. You know what I mean? Like, if I do a collage of just like a whole bunch of different shows and shit back there, I think it would be cool if it's done right. But I don't know, and I just want to make sure it can be seen. Might be a good idea to get those metal posters that are stuck on magnets and that are easy to put up and remove. Yeah, I was looking into those too. So, because if I have posters and stuff, I'm not just going to hang bare posters on the wall. Excuse me. I was going to put them in the glass. I know exactly what you're talking about. The glass casing, but they've got like the metal knobs at the end, at the tops and bottoms. Yeah, and I was like, I'm going to put them in there. I just want to make sure that you can see them. That's the only thing that I'm just so afraid that I'm gonna get this stuff and you're not gonna be able to see it. So I don't know if I want to get the lights first and then go for the art, which is, I think that's probably what I'm gonna do, is do the lights first and then go for the art, so that I can get more of an idea of what you can be able to see. I say it like tapestry. Or tapestry? I feel like you're probably trying to say tapestry. I don't know. I say it both ways. Sometimes I say different words. Like sometimes I say fragile, but then sometimes I say fragile. I don't know why. I don't know what makes me sometimes say words different. Like, and I say it something different every time. Like I'll say, and I know fragile is one of my words that I say that I either say fragile or fragile. And I feel like majority of the time I actually go for fragile. And then sometimes it comes out like I don't know what to say sometimes, so then it comes out all weird. And then I'm like, fragile. I'm like, what? But I do that with a couple other words too. I'm trying to think of what I said the other day. I don't know. I say a couple of words differently, like either times, because I'm like, I don't really know how to say this. The pegboard is a good idea for storage and easy access, but yeah, put the table in first and then set up everything else from there. Yeah, no, I haven't, and that's why I haven't like made a decision on like anything specific just yet. The two things that I ordered and that are kind of pricey, the desk is the most expensive thing, but it's the most important thing. The desk, and then I ordered the lens for this camera I got a wider lens, so that you can be able to see the other wall. And so those two things are coming in. I might get one Alex drawer and set it off to the side next to the desk and put like my PlayStation and stuff on it. But I mainly want that for storage, and then so I could be able to put that stuff on it. But I'm so open-minded that I'm not sure. And like like I said, there's a couple of things that I know for sure that I'm going to want. Like I want sound panels. I'm going to get new monitors at some point, and then I'm going to get a new mic with a new mic arm, because this mic arm is shit. And I think that's it for equipment wise, is a new mic and then new monitors, because everything else is like good. I mean, not that this stuff isn't good either, but it's like time for an upgrade, you know? Holy smoke, says Scary Cass again. So glad you're okay. Yeah, I know. Me too. I don't know. Just crazy. Seems like you are adventurous, Cass. I think, honestly, majority of my head injuries, other than the car accident, have been because I am extremely competitive and extremely clumsy. And the combination of the two is dangerous. So, not so much adventurous as it is like just stupid. I'm just stupid sometimes, like just yeah. So your t-shirt says obey, so you're the dominator in the bedroom. It depends on the person I'm with. Mikey, why do you always do this shit? I didn't even realize I was like answering that type of question. You could put a few of your favorite ships on the wall. You know what would be cool though? And I'm not asking any of you guys to do this, but I would love some like custom shit. Like anybody who knows me, I'd love some like custom shit. Like I was thinking I would just get a poster that just said, and like just get something that says like MILFs on it or something. I don't know. Something so like, that's all stupid, but it's like, I don't know. Cause I like my MILFs, and I think it'd be cool just to have a poster up there that just says MILFs and that's it. Nothing else. Nothing else. Just the word MILF on it, or MILFs, like whatever. And like, I don't know. Like I just, in this office, I want more of like my personality so that you guys can see more of my personality. And it's so bare in here. It's so bare and just so boring, and like, and that's what I was telling Anna whenever I told her I wanted to redo it last week. I was like, there's nothing in here. When you come in here, there's nothing in here that's like my personality. And it's like just boring. And so I like want to be able to show off my personality. And like I love watching other people's YouTube videos, and you can tell like either they got guitars or other musical instruments in there, or they've got, I don't even just sometimes like abnormally Adam's got all his freaking Funko Pop stuff in his videos, or like, you know, he's got his other stuff back there too. And like, I'm like, you can tell that he's got his personality in there and in his videos and stuff. And I'm like, I want to be able to show my personality in my office too without going like crazy. Like I want it to be me, so I don't want, you know, whatever, but I don't want it to be the same as everybody else's, but as like I want it to be something, and I want it to be, I don't know. I just want it to be me. I want it to feel more like my area in here. You know? I don't know. Or if you play games, a poster of your favorite game. I used to have an Assassin's Creed poster somewhere, and I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if I still have it, or, you know what? I think my brother has it, actually. I think I ended up giving it to my brother. I don't know. I bought a 1,000-piece Titanic puzzle. I hope I can finish it. Never done an LIU worth that many puzzles or pieces. I love puzzles. I don't know what LIU is, but I love puzzles. Anytime that we get a puzzle, we do like a bare minimum of 1,000 pieces so that we can like take freaking forever building it. I'm back. What are we talking about? I don't know when you left, but we kind of were talking about, I don't know, we were talking about like what I want to do in here. For the art aspect, I think mainly like I want more of my personality in this room, and so I want like art or oh, did you hear that? Oh my god, you guys, I never, before I was pregnant, I'm blaming this on pregnancy. Other than popping my fingers and like my toes and my ankles, never could pop anything else. I was never able to pop my neck, my back. I can weirdly pop my left elbow, But, and my shoulder just popped too. I am so, like, my body, just every time I move, it pops. And I'm blaming that on pregnancy. Sorry, typing error. Never done a puzzle with that many before. Oh, I figured that's what you meant. Competitive and clumsy, dangerous bone casts. I know. I don't think I've broken a pinky and I've dislocated a thumb, but other than breaking my pinky one time, I've never broken a bone. Knock on wood. But I've gotten 8 stitches. When I broke my pinky, it was in a fit of rage. It's so stupid too. But I was in a bad mood. I was not having a good day. I think I was just not having a good day, and I was mowing the lawn. And this was at our old place, so the yard was like we basically didn't have grass. It was all weeds, and so when they grew and you took the lawnmower to it, it like would choke the lawnmower. And so the lawnmower was pissing me off. And so I got the lawnmower stuck pretty much. And when I went to go move, I went to go, and it wasn't on, the lawnmower wasn't on, by the way. It wasn't on. But when I went to go, because I was putting it up, I went to go move it, and I got it stuck, and I rammed as hard as I could. I was working, like, what is it? Work smarter, not harder. But I was not. I was just in a fit of rage. So I was just like, whatever. I'm just going to just, like, with all my might, just shove the lawnmower through this. Because I think I got it stuck. It was, like, stuck between our gate. I don't know if it was stuck in a hole or where it was stuck or whatever. But anyway, so I rammed it through. And our I think it was the recycle can was right there or something. And so I like rammed it through as hard as I could. And my hand was on the side of like on the edge of the lawnmower, and I rammed it through. And so my pinky it got smashed in between the recycle can and the lawnmower. And so I broke my pinky. I was so mad. Oh God. I was like, fuck it. I was already having a bad day and I broke my pinky. Yeah. I don't remember how I dislocated my thumb. I don't remember how I did that, but anyway. I remember I had like a photo of it. My thumb was like all like super bruised and everything. It was crazy. The way people speak is interesting. I use a lot of Americanisms now and then get corrected for it not being a British phrase. Your t-shirt made me ask the question and you're wearing it. Well, Obey is, I think, a brand. Listen, like, I think I say this all the time, but all of my clothes, like 90%, if not even more than that, of my clothes are Anna's hand-me-downs. Because Anna works out a lot, and so she grows, all of her clothes don't fit her anymore because her muscles are just huge. So, she gives me all of her hand-me-down shirts. So, this was one of her shirts. And so I think Obey is just like a brand name or whatever. I don't think... Is there anything on the back? Oh, yeah, there's something on the back too, but I don't... Oh, it's just a bigger symbol. Symbol. I just combined 2 different words. Okay, symbol and emblem. If I start drawing again anytime soon, I might be able to send you something. For sure. That's why I'm like, I would love some, like, custom shit. But again, like, you guys don't have to send me custom shit or whatever. Like, or make custom shit. I'm just saying, like, I think that would be cool. Just because, like, I love customized shit because it just means, like, no one else has it. You know what I mean? I'm going to send you a poster with MILF on now. With MILF on it now. I'm telling you, if you send me and it looks good, like if you send me a poster and it looks good, because what I was just thinking is just getting, because I think I've seen one before. It's just like a white poster with like black bold lettering. It just says like MILF on it or something. Like, I don't know. Yeah. Send it to me. Maybe someone should send you a framed General Alder poster. If someone did that, I would hang that shit up. You know I would hang that shit up. Somebody send me a General Alder poster and I would hang that shit up in a heartbeat. Doesn't matter what it would end up looking like. I would hang it up. I'd put it proudly back there. Good night, Cass. Gotta head out to the gym before it gets too late. Always love and enjoy your live streams. I look forward to them during the week. Oh, well, thank you. Good luck at the gym. I don't know how else to... Whatever you are supposed to say to someone who's going to the gym. Good luck. I don't know. I hope you hit your goals. Someone's gonna send that shit? Again, I'm not forcing anyone to send it to me, but if someone sent me a General Alder poster, I am hanging that shit up. I don't know, depending on what kind of General Alder poster, though, I don't know if I would put it in here or in my bedroom. My friend gave me a penguin picture they made for me, and it's still my favorite thing I've ever received as a gift. I'm trying to think, do I have any... I'm trying to think if I know... So, one of Anna's friends, who is not alive anymore, she... because of an accident, she was a artist, and she made a lot of custom stuff for Anna. So I'm like, that's the only thing I can think of that's, like, customized that we have that's, like, maybe art. But that's hers. That's her stuff. I'm not taking that. But, I'm, like, looking around, like, first of all, I don't have that much stuff, but I don't have anything customized. We went to an art show. Not an art show. What is it? It was like an art. It's kind of like a. It was kind of like a farmer's market, and there was this booth, but it was like art though. It wasn't like a. They ended up having food trucks there, but it was like this art thing. It looked like a farmer's market, but you would go there and because it was like outside or like whatever. But it was just art, like all these different art booths. And so we do have a photo downstairs that's from this one guy that Anna and I liked. There's this like little, it's not really a poster. It's more of like it's not a poster. It's like a picture, but like a painted picture of this woman. And she's in a room or a bathroom or something. But it's got like, oh, the painting was done so well, and there's like she's standing in front of a mirror, and you can only see her back, and then there's like some sort of musical instrument in the room too, or something like that. I don't know. And it's hanging up downstairs, and we really like it. It's not that bad. I wish we had a bigger one. I think we tried to find a bigger version of that one, but we liked it, and then so it's hanging in our living room. Do you like anime? I've never really watched it to say enough if I like it or not. I just got here. Tracy, I opened your box. I opened it. Thank you for sending it to me. I didn't know if you were gonna come in here, and I was asking, but I opened it earlier. I haven't opened the letters and stuff. I didn't know if you wanted me to, so I have not opened the letters and stuff. So that I was gonna either save until after the stream, or if you want me to open it on the stream, I can. But I was gonna save that till later, and then I opened yours. But thank you for sending it to me. I thought it was so cool. But so like I just opened it because I just got it today. I got this shirt, and then I got the coins. Well, I mean, I got everything you put in the box, but you know what I mean. Like I was just showing you that I opened it. So I've got this is one of the Pride coins, and then the 2023 coin, the other coin So thank you. Thank you for sending that to me. And I think it arrived yesterday, but I was able to go get it today. What I missed, that's what you missed. That, and we're talking about art that I could put in my office. I don't know how to send you something. Sorry you can't get your MILF poster. It's okay. Well, I was talking. Well, I mean, if you want to send me something, not that you have to, but if you want to, you can send it to my PO box, and it's in the description. But you don't have to send it. But as I was saying, like I want, like anytime you guys send me something, I want to be able to put it in here. And I got that bookcase, the little mini one or whatever, so that I could be able to put stuff in there. But these coins, like I don't know what I can do in order so that you can like see, like, and not just these coins in general, but like so that you guys can be able to see it, like the little things. And I'm thinking once I get my desk in here, I don't know the little stuff, because the little stuff you're not gonna be able to see it on the thingy, on the bookcase. I don't know. I'll come up with something. See, I hate this freaking. I have no other place to put this mic arm because this mic arm doesn't go. It doesn't move at this joint. It does like this way or whatever, but it doesn't move. This joint doesn't move this way. Like I need it to, if it could just stay here and then I would move the mic like this direction, but it won't go in that direction. I don't know. It's like the cheapest mic arm that you could possibly get. So I need a better mic arm. That's more, that the joints move more. It's driving me nuts. How long would you like Yellow Jackets to go on for? Apart from a season 3, as you know, has been renewed for a season 3. I know, it's crazy. And season 2 hasn't even come out yet. I don't know. I think shows, as long as they don't repeat content, can stay on for as long as they can, as long as it's good and they don't repeat content. But, and it just depends on the show. You know what I mean? But Yellow Jacket, I could see Yellow Jackets being on there for several seasons. Like maybe around like 5 seasons or something, or maybe even longer, depending on like how much content that they can be able to have, you know, especially if they're already getting renewed for season 3, so they've got that much content. And then, you know, I don't know, I feel bad now, so I'll send you something. Don't feel bad. I'm not trying to make you feel bad. For basically the past 2 years, people have been asking me to get a P.O. box, and I haven't gotten a P.O. box until recently. It was like not even a month ago when I got the P.O. box. So it was like maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago when I got the P.O. box. So no pressure. I've been moved out for years, and my parents still haven't taken down the posters I had up at theirs. So when I visit, it feels like I've traveled back in time. So many Buffy posters. What did I have in my room? I think I had like my teenager room. I don't think I had that much stuff in there. I really didn't. My room was very small. And so like pretty much my whole room, it may have been like maybe the size of this room. So because you could fit, I think it was about the size of this room, and I could fit my queen size bed in it. And I had my queen size bed, and I had a dresser, and like that was the only things that could fit in this room that I had because it was so small. Because the bed took up pretty much the whole room, and whatever was left, the dresser took up. And so I did, like I said, I had an Assassin's Creed poster at one point, but I think that's the only poster I really had. And then I ended up giving it to my brother. I think that was it. It was boring. My room was boring as a teenager. I didn't have like a cool bed. Like my sister who's 14 has like the awesomest freaking bedroom. She just got some like stuff for Christmas and I'm like, I freaking hate you. Your setup looks way better than mine. Cuz she just got, and we were talking about lights and stuff. Like she got this she has the light strips that go on her. She has the light strips that go on her ceilings. On her ceilings. How many ceilings does she have? Um, the light strips that go on the ceiling. And she did it really well. I don't know if she did it or my dad did it. I don't know. But she like took the light strip and she went like all across her ceiling. And then she has like the projector light that is like the star projector light or something. But she did it the way she did it. It looks really like cool and not cheesy. But she showed it to me and I'm like, ah! I was like, it looks so good in here. But yeah, no, when I was at the place, well, first of all, I didn't get my own bedroom until I was 16 years old. My very first bedroom was a room that was in the garage. and then um and then my legit bedroom I got, it was cuz that was whenever we were like moving to a new house, when I was in that room that was in the garage. So and then when we moved to the new house, I was still like 16. So I had my own room from 16 until 18, and then I moved out at like 19. So I didn't have it for that long. So from 16 to like 18, it was this room, and I had like one poster. And my TV, I had this tiny ass little TV. It was like probably the size of like my monitor or something. It was like 20 some odd inches. And it was just like, I didn't have that much shit in there. And I had my geckos at the time. I had geckos. Well, I only had I had one gecko, and then he died, and then I got another one, and then he got sick, and then he died. So I was like, well, shit. But yeah, so it was I had a very boring room. I don't think I've ever really had a cool room. I think this is the very first cool room that I've ever had. So that's why I want to make it like just really, really like, personal and cool and like whatever. You know what I mean? I love that you got a P.O. box. I know. I love that you sent me this stuff. It's so cool. And Anna's not even home. She's like, I want to know what you got in that P.O. box. So, but I told her I wanted to open it on stream, and then I was going to ask you, and then I'm like, you know what, I'll just open it anyway, and if it's something maybe, I don't know, not appropriate or something, then I just won't show it on stream. Or if it was too personal or something, then, yeah. But then, like I said, and then I have your letters, or I have the envelopes, and so I didn't open the envelopes yet. So I can open that later, or I can open it now if you want, but I didn't want to open it without your permission. I do feel bad because I know you really wanted a MILF poster. Yeah, but you don't have to get that for me. I can always buy it for myself if I want it that bad enough. And who knows, I probably will end up getting it. I mean, come on. Warrior themed wall sounds perfect. Catching up on chat, by the way. Oh, the warrior nun themed? Well, I was thinking like, it would be cool, maybe not the whole wall in warrior nun stuff, but like maybe like a collage or I don't know, with like show posters or movie posters or something. I don't know, but something like that. We should all send a piece of art for the wall. If you all send me a piece, I would definitely have to figure out how to do that. It would definitely have to be like a collage or something. But I would have to figure out how to do it in a cool way and not in like not like I'm just hanging a bunch of posters on the back wall. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, I would probably have to, like, get a board. Probably, I wonder if they sell those. I don't know if they sell big glass board. Maybe I could have, like, or maybe I could have, like, Anna build me something or whatever, but I don't know. If I got that much stuff, I think I would have to put it up, but I'm like, it would have to probably be customized at that point or something. I don't know. My niece got a bed with a slide and mildly jealous. I'm too old for one of those because it looks fun. I don't know. Like, I had to, my sister and I, McKenna, who was on here last week, we shared everything up until I was 16 years old. And so I never really got a room that was like, that was mine. Well, I did at the age of 16, but for like 2 years, I didn't even really do anything with the room. Because first of all, like, I had no money. I was a teenager, you know? I had no money. We did. Oh, see, I told you. His mama just came home, so left me. But he probably needs to go out. Um but anyway, like, I had no money. I couldn't do any cool things or like whatever. And even at the time, like, there wasn't, that was 11 years ago. At the time, like, I didn't even know that was like streaming was a thing. I didn't know that cool light setups were a thing. I didn't know that, like, cool, and I didn't really even know my personality back then, because I mean, like, my 16-year-old version of myself and myself now, I mean, we have a little bit of the same personality, but like, I feel like I have more of an appreciation now for stuff, and I'm also not in the closet anymore, so like, I don't know. I feel like 16-year-old version of myself would decorate a room way differently than, maybe not way differently, because I would definitely, if my 16-year-old version of myself would have ended up putting up a movie poster or something, like, but now I'm like, I'm going to put up movie posters and like MILF posters and stuff. I don't know. I think my 16-year-old version of myself would have wanted to put up a MILF poster, but oh my gosh, we need to make your room look cool, Cass. We want this for you. Well, that's why I'm like asking you guys, like, I want opinions. Like, I'll let you know. I mean, a lot of you guys know me anyway. Like, you know what my personality is, but I don't know. So, because sometimes I get stuck in my own head, and then I'm like, I don't know. Like, I have something in mind, but I'm like, I don't really know how to execute it, or like maybe the specifics of what I want to do, or maybe I have so many ideas that I can't choose from one. You can open it if you'd like. No worries. I would post disclaimer if you want to keep it private. Oh, well, I mean, as long as you're okay with it, then, I mean, letters for me, just, they could not say anything. I don't know. But anytime that, like, if there's a letter or a card or something, I just in case. You never know. I don't know. Oh, this is pretty. Oh, I'll give this one to Zion then, if that's the case. But it doesn't say anything like personal on it. But it's cute. So it's like this little butterfly card. And it says, thank you for the smiles and laughter. P.S. The year of the bunny is for Zion. So I'll give this to Zion. Anna's actually got quite a bit of, but she doesn't have a coin like this or anything. But it's funny because I think she used to get gifted like coins and stuff too. So she's got like her own collection or whatever. So I think she would appreciate that. So I'll tell her. I'm going to shut this door. I don't know, because I don't know if you guys can hear them down there. Give me just a second. I'm going to shut this door, because he's not coming back in here. He's not coming back in. Oh, the lighting just got real weird. The lighting. Okay, there we go. Now the lighting is kind of back to normal, because that hallway light is so yellow. But they're making food and stuff, and I'm like, I think you can probably hear it. Which is why I would, like, I want another mic. I want a dynamic mic and not, like, a USB mic. But oh, hush, Cassie, let her get the damn poster. If you want to give me the poster, then get me the poster. I'm just saying I'm not trying to force you guys to get me stuff. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm just saying you don't have to get me this stuff, but if you want to, then I will appreciate it. And I will do something with it in this room. Late May, early June, depends. Late May, early June. Are you talking to me or someone else? Oh, I think you're talking to someone else. Maybe you should do a wall of knives. The only thing would do, because I've thought about something like that. The only thing with that is you have to be careful with YouTube's like weird monetization thing. With like knives, any kind of like weapon, and then like needles and stuff like that too. Not that I would show needles, but. Or not on purpose, anyway, because whenever we were going through IVF, I had to make sure I was like, oh shit, where are those needles? I'm like, let me just put them away. I still have, they're in my closet. They're in the medical safety container, but I haven't taken the container to the place yet. Yeah, but I would love, I thought about doing that, like a weapons wall, because I think that would be freaking cool. Because I have weapons and I like to collect weapons, but I'm like, maybe just keep that. Maybe we'll keep that in my bedroom. We'll have a weapons wall in my bedroom, but maybe a different side of me will have this stuff in here. Will you watch the Chestnut Man miniseries early next year? Just 6 episodes? I don't know. Maybe. There's a couple of things that I want to do. Like, I have shows that I want to do that I'm waiting on release dates for. So, like, right now, I probably will do Willow. I recorded the first episode, actually, right before I streamed. And I took too long of a break, guys. I'm like, I hated the long ass break that I took. It was good, but I'm like, I don't know, like, it was just too long. Did she tell us what she got you for Christmas? Wait, what? Did she tell us what she got you for Christmas? Who are you talking about? Pride Month in England is in June. I'm pretty sure that's the way it is here too, is it not? I think. I'll get you a new mic, Cass. I'll send it. No, don't get me a new mic. Because the one I want is expensive, so please do not get me a new mic. That is too much. That is too much. You calling that light yeller? Did I say yeller or did I say I don't know. I'm from this. Well, I don't like to say I'm from the South, but my accent comes across sometimes as being from the South. Low down, dirty, cowardly, light. No, I thought I said yellow, but honestly, I could have said yellow. I'm not from the South, but I've spent majority of my life in this house. So a couple of things that I say are 7. We know we don't have to get things. We provide a kick-ass life. You provide a kick-ass life to us, and we can show our appreciation. Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate your appreciation. But, like, I'm just saying. Because I always feel weird. And, like, that's why I'm like, I don't know. And I think that's why even as a kid, like, I was so weird about getting gifts even from, like, family or, like, from Santa and stuff. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, I don't know. And I think that's why it took so long to get a P.O. box, because I'm like, I don't want to make it seem like people have to send me things. But I know that, like, you guys want to show your appreciation. And so I'm like, I think it would be cool. And that's why, another reason why I got, like, my bookcase over there, because I want to be able to start putting the stuff that you send me, like, in the, I want to display it. But I'm like, I need to figure out, like, yeah. It's going to end up looking different in here. Yeah. Circulating Pride coin is for Anna. Oh. Well, then there you go. Which one is that one? The Circulating Pride. Is it this one? I don't know which one's which. They're both Pride coins. Can I have this one? It's colorful. I want this one. And she can have the other one. How about that? And then Zion can have his. And the one is in the bunk, I don't know what that is for you. You're the bunny is for Zion. Or you can give them, hold on, where was that? Give them all away. It's your choice. Once something is yours, that means you do what you want. Weird to think about sometimes in general, but I want this one. I don't know which one this one is, but I want this one. Anna can have this one. I'll give this one to her, and then Zion will have this one, and then the shirt's mine. How about that? Oh, thank you, CB Bread. Thank you for the $20. You don't have to send me $20, but thank you. I appreciate your appreciation. Who would be the MILFs you'd want on a poster, or would it just be a general statement, like, for liking MILFs? Just a general statement. I like MILFs. And it was surprising because my nose is like, it's running because it's cold. But my sister, I didn't think that we had the same taste in women. I was surprised because my sister and I don't hardly agree on anything. And so whenever we were playing Smash or Pass or whatever, I feel like 80% of the women that we smashed or passed, we agreed on. And then she was talking about that she did like older women, and I didn't think she liked older women. And her girlfriend's only like a year older than her, I think. But yeah. But she's got a huge crush on Sarah Paulson. And I'm like, what? I'm like, I didn't know you liked older women. The things you learn, you know? And after all, it's her weapons wall. Because I've talked about for years, getting a weapons wall and putting it in my house. Because I collect knives and stuff, you know. I mean, and a lot of you guys know that. But I've got guns and knives, and I want to keep collecting other knives and, well, other weapons in general and stuff like that. But with YouTube, it's, yeah, it's weird. It's their whole thing about weapons and stuff. I'm like, I don't want to try to make it even more difficult for me to make the little amount of money that I do already make. So, I'll just keep that at some other part of the house, probably my bedroom. Well, if knives sound kind of kinky to me, well, that's why it's in my bedroom and not in here. I think that's why we have the MILF poster in here and the weapons wall in there. I think the Best Man series will be pretty good, hopefully. The Best Man series? What's that? I haven't heard of that. Cass, would you prefer a MILF or a Mike? Well, if you're speaking like as in a person, I mean the MILF. But like if you're talking about like the MILF poster or a Mike, for you to send me a MILF poster. Don't send me a Mike, because don't send me a mic, because that's expensive. That's really expensive. And I know what I want in the mic, and the mic's that's why I haven't bought that's why I haven't bought the mic yet, because it's expensive. I just spent a ton of money on my desk and a camera lens, so I'm waiting until my bank account kind of refreshes a little bit, and then I'm gonna get the mic. The one in flip is circulation coin. Gotcha. I'm gonna give this one to Anna, because I want the colorful one. I want the other one. The colorful one is that the one that you wanted to give me? Yes, that is the one you want to give. Okay, good. We're in an agreement then. Happy holiday to you and Anna. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Hey, what we talking about? Inappropriate things, as always. You know me. No, we were talking about, I think we've been actually kind of on the same subject, I feel like, for once, for a little while. Because we're talking about what I want to do with this back wall behind me, and I want art and stuff, and we were talking about what kind of art. And I was talking about like maybe movie or show posters, or doing some sort of like just art. And so we were talking about that, and Cody is trying to send me a MILF poster, because I said I wanted a MILF poster. So we're talking about MILF posters. And then we were talking earlier that someone said that they were going to send me a General Alder poster, so I better see a General Alder poster in my P.O. box now. I'm going to be looking forward to that. I better see a General Alder poster somewhere at some point. Do they even make those? I guess they probably would, right? Brilliant uncirculated coins, aka is it bunk? Is that how you say that? Or is it just BUNC? Usually in package. Gotcha. I collect coins from around the world. I know I'm a nerd. Well, first of all, I don't think nerd is an insult, but I love that kind of stuff. Like collections and stuff, which is why I collect knives and weapons and stuff, but I don't think that's a bad thing. I think it's cool. I think it's cool to have a collection. Because I don't know, collections, like whatever it may be, can show like what you're really like passionate about and stuff. And I also think it's fun. I think it's fun to collect things. Because then you're like, and I think it's cool when people do collect those Funko Pop things, because it's like there's so many of them. And you could just get like a whole bunch. And like, I mean, that's a massive collection. Or you can just collect the ones that you like from like other things. And so like, see, if I had a Funko Pop collection, I mean, they would all be like of shows and movies that I like. So, you know, Motherland, Fort Salem, Warrior Nun. What else? I'm just thinking of the ones that we were just talking about. I love the Underworld series, the Mummy series. What other movies do I like? I don't know. There's some horror movies that I really like. And it would be cool to have. I don't even know if they make those, but I don't know. And it would just be really cool. It would just be really cool. I'm not going to buy Funko Pop stuff, but if anybody ever wanted to send me stuff, you know, then I'll keep it. But P.O. Box and wish lists. Yep. We are talking about MILFs. Well, yeah, we pretty much always talk about MILFs in here. I can tell you like the orange chocolate is one of my faves. I got it for, so this is one of the things that was in my, it was one of the things that was in my stocking, and I have been trying to find it for the past freaking month. And I was not able to I was able to find the dark chocolate ones, which I like dark chocolate, don't get me wrong. But I'm like, with this, you have to have the milk chocolate. And so I'm like, I was trying to find them, and I could not find, anywhere I went, they were all sold out. And I'm like, what the hell? And then I don't know how, and Anna won't tell me where she got it from, but she got it for me for Christmas, and she put it in my stocking. And I'm like, I don't know. I keep trying to get her to tell me where she got them from, because I was like, everywhere I went, they were sold out. But she said she didn't get it online. She said she went to a store and got it. So I don't know. But I love it. I love these things. Alder and a MILF, got it. Alder is a MILF though. I mean, come on. Awesome. I like nerds too. Nerds are hot, okay? Sorry. Saw the Warrior Nun sword up to buy. I can imagine. I would want to collect it, but I wouldn't want to spend like... It's hard for me to spend a large amount of money on something like that. Like, if it's not providing some sort of like purpose, it would be hard for me to spend that much money on it. We talked about it too, like if Anna and I ever made like just a fuck ton of money, we talked about just being pretty much the same exact way, and like still getting stuff on sale, and like still doing whatever, because I grew up like we were poor, like poor, and so like, and I think that's why I feel so weird a lot of times when I get gifts, and like even if it's a holiday, or like if people buy me things or something, I feel so weird about it, because I'm like, that's a lot. Even if it wasn't a lot of money, it's still money, and it's still, so that's a lot of money for me. I think, and for me, it's easy to buy stuff for myself, because it's like I can justify it depending on what it is, and I'm like, sometimes you need to spoil yourself. I do agree with that and stuff like that. But anytime that someone gifts me something, it's always so weird for me. So, I collect Vans. Oh, do you really? See, I wish I could collect Vans. I kind of do. I kind of collect Vans because that's what I wear. I wear Vans. Do I? I bet you didn't. I bet you could not imagine me wearing Vans. Yeah. That's anytime that we go out anywhere, I just wear Vans or my slides. So I either wear my Adidas slides or I'm wearing Vans. But I have like two different types of blue pairs of Vans. I have a black pair of Vans that have like this, a little bit of brown on them, like on the heel, I think. And then I have Spider-Man Vans that I've had for years. Like, it has, like, they're like the comic book Spider-Man Vans. My wedding shoes were white Vans. And I still have those. I'm trying to think, what else? Do I have any more other Vans? That might be it. And then I have cowboy boots that I wear sometimes. I hardly ever wear them. But when I went to my aunt's wedding, I wore them, because that's kind of what their theme was. And then I don't have a lot of shoes. I just don't have a lot of shoes, but majority of them are Vans. What's your favorite item in the knife sharp object collection. It's this one over here. I'll show you. Hold on. I'll show it to you. It's over here. It's on my bookcase. Oh, you can see my belly now. I've got a belly. I'm not fat. Nope. Jesus. This one's my favorite one, and this is a customized one. But it's this one. And then, oh, it's fucking hella sharp too. But it's like a double-edged blade. And it's hella sharp. Like, it's so sharp. It cuts the inside of this thing. Like, you can tell, like, right there. Every time. And I have to try to be careful, but it's because it's double-edged. So, no matter what, it's gonna cut the the sheath or whatever. So, I just have to be careful when putting it up. But this one's my favorite one. And then all of my other ones are in my bedroom. But it's because that one's my favorite, so I have it in here. We've been begging Funko to make Warrior Nuns. Have they not made a Warrior Nun Funko Pop? I'm surprised. I don't know what they justify, like, to like, make whatever. Chocolate orange hot chocolate. Do they make those? Or do you mean like if I were to like just make it? I think you know what? When I made hot chocolate on stream that one time, well, I didn't make it on stream, but there was hot chocolate sliver pieces that were it looked just like this because I told Anna and I said they look just like the chocolate orange. So I bet you could, and I bet it would be freaking delicious. I get mine at CVS, the orange milk chocolate, that is. I went to CVS one time because I had to get some blood work done. I went to CVS, and they were sold out. They were sold out at CVS. They were sold out at Target. I don't go to Walmart. I refuse to go to Walmart. That could have been maybe where Anna got it, because Anna will, if she needs to get something from Walmart, she'll go without me, because I told her, I said, I'm not having an anxiety attack today, so I'm not going to Walmart. It could have been where she got it from, but where else did I find them, or try to look for them? I don't know, any store that has, like, that was having, like, they have, like, Christmas stuff or whatever, I try to look, and everywhere I went, they were sold out. I understand that. I feel weird accepting things from people too. And I don't know. I think that's just what it is. Some people do and some people don't. I don't know. Like, I had a friend who loved to get shit from people. Like, and that's fine. Like, like, I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. I just think that I don't know. For me, it's different. And then it's also like, I also get kind of weird when people give me compliments, because I'm like, I don't know. I don't, somebody said it, is it, they've asked me, is it because you think that you don't deserve it or whatever? And I'm like, I don't know what it is. It just makes me feel weird. I don't know. I don't know. I wanted to buy Cass a mic, but she wouldn't don't do that. Please don't buy me a mic, because that's really expensive. Like, the one I want is like $500, so please don't do that. Please don't do that. The one that I have right now, it's, like I said, it's a really good mic. I got it for like $130 or something. So it's a really good mic, and it does what it's supposed to do. And I mean, it's great. It's not the first mic I ever had, but it was the first upgrade mic that I've ever had. And then, but so I think it's just time for an upgrade. And the one I want is really expensive, so please don't buy it. I have all these Vans, but only wear one pair. I kind of do that too. Like, I kind of have my favorite pair, and I'll just kind of wear them all the time. And so sometimes I have to like tell myself, okay, you need to wear the other ones. So, because I'm like, you have other Vans, wear the other ones. Damn, that knife is sexy. I love that knife. It is a sexy knife. I got my dad. It's funny because from the same guy that made that one, I got another one from him, and I gave it to my dad for Father's Day one year. I don't think it was the last Father's Day, but it was the Father's Day before that. Um, I told the guy, and I was like, if I buy two from you, will you give me a discount? And he goes, yeah, I'll give you a discount if you buy two. So I got one for my dad. It's not the same type. It's not, because all of his shit is customized. So it's not, it's like everything was like one, every knife looked different. And so I bought that one for myself, and then I got him one, and his looks really awesome too, but it's not double edged, but it was like it wasn't a pocket knife. It was shit, what kind of knife was it? I don't remember. But it had a really cool handle. It had like this wooden epoxy it was like burnt wood epoxy look to it, and I was like, oh, it looks so good. I kind of wanted his too, but I was like, it's a gift. I'm like, I have to give him this gift. But so I got that one, and I got that one for him for Father's Day, but that same guy makes of course, like a bunch of other different types of knives, and then he makes. I want one of his swords, and I want one of his axes, because he also does those. And then my dad, so this guy makes. You can get a pack of knives that are like kind of like kitchen knives, like, but they're like legit kitchen knives, like professional legit kitchen knives. And my dad like went, because when I got my dad that knife, he was there with us, and I was like, happy Father's Day. Like, I just handed him the knife, and because he thought I was just getting two knives for myself, and because it would not surprise him if I bought two knives for myself, because I collect knives. And so, but I handed him one, and I was like, happy Father's Day. And so after he got that one, he really liked the knife, and so he went back to the same guy and then got the kitchen knives. And so yeah, he still got the kitchen knives, and his kitchen knives look pretty awesome too. So badass, a sickle. Yeah, so it's it reminds me of what Maze has for in Lucifer. You know, because she's got the double, like, she's got the double sickles or whatever. And so it was funny because whenever I saw that, I was like, oh, it looks like Maze's. So, but that, I'm like, this one's customized. Like, I talked myself into it. And, yeah, it's just, oh, I love it. Badass sickle blade cast. Thank you. Thank you. I love it. That's why, I mean, that one's my favorite one. It's my only legit customized one, I think. All the other ones were like technically mass manufactured or whatever. Except for my ones that started the collection, which was my grandfather's from the war, but Cass is ready for the zombie apocalypse. Yeah, I think we would be okay during the zombie apocalypse. Give it all of the weapons in our house. I thought you were going to do the quote from first Crocodile Dundee film. That's not a knife. That's a knife. Yeah, no, I didn't. What is your dream knife you want to have? I don't think I necessarily have a dream knife. Probably that one is my dream knife. To be honest, I don't know. I've seen a lot of like cool, not just knives, but a lot of cool weapons. And like I think what a dream weapon for me would to be like a medieval weapon, you know, like some sort of medieval weapon. That would be really cool. And that's why another reason, like, I want a sword. Like, I want a sword, and then I want an axe. And that guy, like I said, that guy makes swords and axes, and so I'm like, oh god. But so, yep. Compliment is great. Where is it coming from? Like, oh, do you mean like, well, I don't know. Like, I feel like compliments in general, like I just get weird with it. It could be, it could be my partner giving me a compliment and I'd still feel weird about it. My partner can give me a compliment. It could be a random person. It could be my mother. Anybody who gives me a compliment, I feel weird. My sister gave me a compliment on the last stream, and I was like, thanks. What's the mic you want? I don't know if I want to tell you, Cody, because I don't want you to send me this stupid mic. I don't like colorful outfits. All I wear is black. Every outfit that I've ever bought myself, well, not every outfit, but majority of the outfits that I've ever bought for myself are black, or gray. But like the ones that are hand-me-downs, like this shirt, like all of my colorful shirts that I've ever worn were Anna's. So. Definitely not a goth, just don't like colorful clothes, except for the pride flag. No, I'm the same way. I don't think goth is like my type of style either, but like I like black. My favorite color is gray. Like that was a t-shirt that I had. That pillow right there, my mom made it into a pillow. Actually, both of them are. That's a gray t-shirt. Oh, where's it at? Right there. That was that was a gray t-shirt that my mother made into a pillow. It's actually backwards. You can. But this was a t-shirt that my mom made into a pillow, and it's Assassin's Creed t-shirt that I had. That's what, like, all of my clothes, they're either gray or black. I also have a huge knife and sword collection. I would love to see it. If you have a Twitter, send me a picture on Twitter or Instagram. I always forget I'm on Instagram now. If you have either one of those, send me a picture, because I would love to see it. I have one too, but I don't have a picture of all of them together. Like, because all of my weapons are just spread out. For the most part, all of my knives are together, and then all my guns are separated. So I've got a pistol on my nightstand, and then I've got 2 rifles in the closet. How many rifles do I have? Is it 2 or 3? Well, I have... How many rifles do I have? I have 1 rifle at least, and then I've got a shotgun. And then Anna's got a rifle. I don't know. I have to think about it. I know where they're at. I know where they're all at, but I don't remember, like, specifically where, like, what is there. A sword would be cool. I know. I want a sword, man. But I also would like, what is it? I want a mace. I also want a mace. I think that would honestly, like, because I think for a long time, like, and like a customized mace, like, do you know how awesome that would be to get like a customized mace? Hold on. Sorry, I was texting Anna. And I can't multitask. I can't talk and text at the same time, because then I would just end up talking whatever I'm texting out loud. Where was I at though? Not even a pair of blue jeans Come on, girl. What? Oh, well, first of all, I'm pregnant, so I have not any jeans that I have don't fit me right now. So, sweatpants. I do have jeans. I have like 3 pairs of jeans. I don't have that many pairs of jeans. I have like 3 pairs of jeans and none of them fit me right now. So, yep, but I don't go anywhere. The only places that I go are um to doctor's appointments. And so I'm like, I'll just wear sweatpants. I'm not gonna wear jeans to the doctor's office because they're gonna make me take my pants off anyway. So there you go. I cannot be trusted with that many sharp objects. Would accidentally cut myself. Um, I don't think I've never cut myself on any of my stuff. Um, I think like it's sharp. Don't touch it. You know what I mean? Like, actually, I say that, but like I think, um, I was testing to see how sharp that knife was, and I like because when you test the blade, you use like your thumb, and so like I went and took my thumb across it, and then when I looked at it, like it was taking off like this like just the first layer of skin, so it was like not enough to like bleed or whatever. But I was like, holy shit! I've never like had this sharp of a blade before that it did that. Um, and so I was like, damn, that is sharp. Oh, Tracy, Anna said thank you for the coin. I was telling her that you got her the coin, and she said thank you. I'll give it to her whenever I get done streaming. Da, 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 da. My dad had a sword. I thought I was a ninja until he took it off me. So rude. My dad had a sword. I thought I was a ninja until he took it off. Oh, like because you were like playing with it or whatever. You gotta be careful, especially if it's like a legit sword. Woo! I know that like someone I knew had swords up, but they weren't like legit swords. So like the blades weren't even like actual. They weren't blades. They were like metal. Like it was a sword, but they weren't sharpened blades or whatever. So same, secondhand embarrassment always. Oh yeah, the compliment thing. Yeah. Silver is my color of choice. My car is named Silver Sage. Um, my vehicle color of choice is, well, I've had a couple of different colors actually that I've chosen. Like my one that I have right now is black, and so my truck's name is Raven because I have a Nissan Titan, and it's all black, so I named it Raven. And then the one beforehand was gray. Her name was Dorothy because she reminded me of Dorothy from the Golden Girls. And the one before that was orange. I had an orange Tacoma. Um, it was like that burnt orange color. It was really cool. I liked it. Before that, I had a black one. Before that one, I had a different black one. Before that, it was red. But the red one I didn't choose. That was like my first one. So I've had many different ones. Black is easy and have accented well with bright colors. Yeah, black and gray kind of just go with everything. So I have a replica King James sword in my collection. Do you really? That's cool. I have a water gun for protection. Wow. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's not going to do much for protection, but inherited one of my guns, a Colt model 1903 .32 pistol. Bonnie and Clyde liked it. That's awesome. You guys should send me pictures of some of this stuff because I would appreciate it. A mace? Nah, you have a mace. No, a mace. I want a mace. I don't have a weapon for protection. My brother told me to use a toilet brush for protection because nobody wants to get hit with that. True. True. Although if someone else has a gun, then I mean, I guess probably what you could do is just like maybe throw the toilet brush at them, like throw them off guard. But all I wear is black jeans and hoodies. All I pretty much wear are like wife beaters, so like wife beaters or like tank tops or something, and sweatpants. That's all I wear, and Vans, or slides. So I'm a very stereotypical lesbian in that way. My best friend has hurt himself on every weapon he has gotten me. Dude, what's he doing? Oh my gosh, I am back. Guys, are you having problems with your Twitter account? Oh, I don't know. I haven't even tell. I haven't even tried it. Or at least not recently. Tell Anna she's very welcome. I will. I think she's getting ready for bed already. She doesn't feel that great. I mean, I don't think I'm having a problem with Twitter. I don't know. I just went in just to see if it was up. I feel left out. I don't have weapons unless you count a butter knife. You don't have to have weapons. I have weapons for protection, but also for collection as well. Protection and collection. I grew up quite conservative. Like, my mother taught me how to shoot when I was like 8. She taught me gun safety, and she taught me how to shoot when I was 8. I had my first gun when I was 12. I still have that gun. It's a rifle. It's like one of my favorite rifles to still shoot because the sight is like perfect on it, and it's super light. It's a very bare basic like rifle, but it's one of my favorite ones to shoot. And then for my 16th birthday, I got a single barrel shotgun. I've shot it twice, maybe. I've shot it 2 or 3 times because that shotgun is a powerful shotgun, and you can only do it you can only shoot it off in like certain areas. So I've only shot it like 2 or 3 times in the past 11, almost 12 years that I've had it. And then I got my pistol when I was 21 for my 21st birthday. And then all of the knives that I've gotten were like I said, my collection started when my grandfather gave me his knives from the war. And then it started from there. So I probably started collecting knives when I was I think it was like around the age of 12 as well. So he gave me his knives, and then from then on, I started collecting those. So I have a knife collection, and then I just happen to have guns. So I don't really call my gun a gun collection, but I have a knife collection with guns, so that I just say weapon collection. One of my BFFs just died from an overdose. I don't know what to do or say to my kids or wife, so I'm locked in my office at home. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know what you would say either. I don't know. I'm not the best at like emotional stuff. So my thing is like I tell people, but I think I would just be so straight to the point with no emotion, and I don't know how people would take it. Because I've given bad news, but I think people prefer me to give bad news because I can usually just say it and like whatever. But some people need someone to be like emotional too. So I'm not that person. Hey, Lucy. Hello, hello, hello. Love the stream so far? Is this your first stream? This is how most of them go. I mean, usually they're a little bit more dirtier than this, but not by much. I'm not that dirty. I take that. I'm pretty dirty, but I'm not like a, I don't know. I'm dirty, but I'm not like a weirdo dirty, I don't think, but yeah, they're pretty much all like this. Where we just kind of talk about whatever. And yeah. I mean, usually most of the time we stay around the same topics. But, it is what it is. Yes, Twitter is being a dumbass. Oh. Red Bubble and their essential t-shirts, the best. I don't know that. Is that a brand? I don't know that brand. Oh, I've got a paint gun too. I don't have a paint gun. I've never had one. I wouldn't say I always wanted one, but I went paintball shooting when I was when I was a teenager at some point, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. I thought I was like gonna get all into it and get like a paintball gun and like whatever, but my mom said no because it was too expensive. Like, she's like, that sport is expensive. My cell is blowing with calls and watch apps. I really don't know what to say. Oh. I have no advice on that. I'm sorry. I have no advice. I don't know. Because I don't know. My uncle did also rifle, never shot a handgun, but wanted to learn just to know how to. I would love, I think it's very important. First of all, okay, I'm not, screw politics. I'm not a political person, whatever, by any means. I just think it is important to know gun safety and to know how to protect yourself, whether it be with a gun or with your fists or with your, I think you should know protection of some sort, because you should always know how to protect yourself, with whatever you may have or don't have. And so, I grew up in a very, very conservative family, and conservative, which we're not conservative anymore, but in a conservative environment, city, state, whatever, it was very conservative. And so it was just kind of the thing to do, so when I was 8, my mom taught me how to shoot and gun safety, because she's like, we have guns in the house and you need to know how to use it. And if something were to happen and we're not home, but she's like, we're going to be home because you're only 8. But she's like, if something were to happen and we're not there and there's a gun and you need to do something, you need to know how to use it. And so my mom, something I appreciate with my mom is she never baby talked us even when we were babies. She always talked to us as if we were adults, and she always treated us like an adult, and no matter what age. And I always appreciated that. And there's always been people in my life who were ageist and would try to talk to me or my siblings like we weren't adults, and I think it pisses all of us off. And but anyway, so I'm just a huge person. I'm a huge advocate for protecting yourself. So whether that be with guns or whatever. I don't condone violence of any kind. I don't think that violence solves anything, but I think that you should be able to know how to protect yourself. So I was just taught to protect myself using weapons, specifically guns. How are you today? I'm pretty good. Z has been pretty active. He was really hella active last night, and so that was not fun. I got the shittiest of sleep last night because he was active. He likes to be active when I'm trying to sleep, so that's not fun. And he's been pretty active today too, so I'm like, great. We have a baby doctor appointment tomorrow too, so I don't think it's an ultrasound though, so I'm not really sure what we're doing. I think it's just a checkup. My mother gave me the King James sword as a birthday gift back in 2003. How old was I in 2003? 8. I was 8 years old then. That's when I got my first gun. Not my first gun, when I was taught how to shoot. Cass is always dirty. Us people in the chat are never dirty. Oh, okay, whatever, Cody. Whatever. Cody's one of the ones that make me make me talk about dirty things. Actually, I think I blamed that. I think I blamed that on you, and it wasn't, you weren't even actually like trying to say something. I don't know. Like, I remember that conversation, but I can't remember. I think it's always me who starts it. I just like to blame other people for like putting that thought in my head, but it's always me. I'm the problem. She was the witness of my wedding. She looked okay. Francesca, I really wish I could give you some advice, but I don't know. First of all, I've never given any sort of notice or like any sort of like what's it called? I don't know. Announcement of something like that. So I'm not really sure. These chats are usually very naughty in the later hours. Yeah, usually in the later hours it gets dirty. And then that one time it got really dirty. I threw a verbal disclaimer out there. Redbubble, where artists sell their stuff, that t-shirt is from there. Oh, is it really? Oh, duh. It says it right on the thing. I didn't know that. That's cool. I didn't know that. We didn't have eggnog today? No, we didn't. All I have is water. I pretty much just try to stick with water nowadays. Soda's too much. I had a soda the other day and I was like, ugh. I have coffee in the mornings. Coffee and then water. That's pretty much what I stick with. She's totally not. Oh yeah, I'm totally not dirty. Yeah. Not me. You should check in with people, especially in holidays. Yes, you should. I completely agree. As good as my holiday was, holidays are very stressful. I had to like go to bed early. I was like, this day was too much for me. Any chance you're planning to check out the new Willow series? It's by the same people who made Star Wars and has a lesbian princess and her romantic knight as a part of their main cast. I watched the very first episode right before I streamed, so the video will go out not tomorrow, but the next day. So we'll see how it goes. I should go. Okay, so bye once more. Bye, Francesca. Good luck. I entered Navy Hospital Corps and on weapons range earned sharpshooter. We weren't supposed to carry weapons as a medic. They wanted me to change to infantry and sniper. Couldn't kill for a living. You want to know something cool. So it's funny that you say that because when I was a kid, I wanted to go into the Navy. And so my mom she tried to get me into this Navy camp. But the instructor was really weird and he like wasn't very he was like the worst with communication and like would not tell my mother when they had their like open enrollment for the camp or whatever. But anyway, I spent like one day at this camp because they had like the orientation or whatever. And so I spent one day at this camp and they had this like they had this shooting range and I was trying, how old was I? I think I was like 12. At that time I'd been shooting for like 4 years, and where I lived I shot all the time because it wasn't within city limits, and so I was constantly shooting, and my mother and I, if I could give my own self a compliment, I'm not very good at a lot of things, but shooting I'm very, 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 very good with. Really anything with weapons I'm very good with, which is I think another reason why I have an appreciation. But I'm very, very good at shooting. And so it was funny because they did the sharpshooter thing and they even included us from the orientation. And they were like, you could do it. We'll have a trophy if you can win. Like, if you can win this, like, competition. And they were, like, this competition was, like, with, like, a bunch of different ages of, I think it was just women. I can't remember if it was women and men or if it was just women. I just remember seeing women there. And I'm like, because, like, you know, like, that's all I ever pay attention to. So, but I think it was just women, and we were there and we played and I won against, like, all of these, like, different shooters or whatever. And so it's funny that you say that, because I had a similar situation, and I was very young. I think we all started. Yeah, we all do. It was when I said I hooked up with a 40-year-old, and it all blew up from there. I know, and I got very mad because I was jealous. Well, I wasn't mad, because mad me, and, like, the mad version of myself, like, you could tell when I'm mad. But so I wasn't mad, but I was just jealous. So I was irritated. Brilliant, thank you. Same deal with my fam. Very no baby talk. Had multiple uncles, and lovely aunts had 8. And just my mom's. So, like, your mom's side of the family? Jeez. I have, no, my mom, so we didn't grow up near any of my family, because we moved. And so we didn't, it was just my mom and I, and, like, our immediate family or whatever. So my mom taught us a lot of stuff, but, I have two aunts on my mom's side, and then I used to have an uncle on my dad's side. But he passed away, I think, before I was even born or something, or, like, right after I was born, something like that. I'm enjoying a cheeky Bailey's coffee right now, which, to be honest, coffee at 2 a.m. probably isn't the best idea I've had, but it's so tasty. I know Bailey's and coffee is very good. Very, very good. I haven't had that in a long time, though. Let's not piss Cass off with her shooting skills. Nah. Like I said, I don't condone violence. So as mad as I would ever get, I don't think I could ever hurt someone. I've never gotten to that point, though. Anytime when I've gotten extremely pissed off, I walk away. I have to, well, and it's literally because I've had this conversation with, I think, almost every single person I've ever been in a relationship with. But anytime I ever got really severely pissed, I have to walk away. And I'm a huge communication type of person, but when I get pissed off, I'm like, leave me alone, because I will explode, and I don't know what I'm going to do if I explode, and so I have to walk away. So that's pretty much what I do. That's how you can tell when I've hit, like, my limit, is when I walk away, and just let me walk away. Don't try to come after me or whatever. I'll come back. Just, you have to let me chill out on my own, because that's the way that I am. But out of 80, it was only 2 of us that qualified. Yeah, that was crazy. I don't think we didn't have that many, because it was, like, a small camp, but it was, like, 30-ish people, I think. So, will you watch Owl House show? I'm not sure. I know of it, but I haven't watched it yet. And I'm not sure if I'll react to it, if that's what you're asking. Are we sharing our talents? I'm good at, or never mind. Yeah. I don't even know how to, like, respond to that. I'm a bit confused if I'm straight or bi, because I'm attracted to both, but more to girls, and I don't want to come out because I'm scared my family won't accept it. You don't have to be anything. You could just be you. I don't know. There's a concept that I believe that we shouldn't even really have to come out, because I think it's straight people don't come out. Like, so I don't understand, like, why people who are attracted to the same sex have to come out, because whose business is it truly to know who we want to be with? But I mean, I guess if it's people that are important to you, then I guess, but like, it's just like, it's so weird. It shouldn't even be a thing, you know? But I don't know. Like, I label myself as a lesbian because it makes me feel confident, and I feel like I belong somewhere. But that's that's just like the feeling that I get, and that's why I say I'm a lesbian, and I know what I am and like all that, and it makes me feel good to have a category, I guess, to belong to. But some people don't, and if you don't, then you don't, and you can like whoever or whatever, and you don't have to put yourself in a category. So there you go. Cass, why did you decide to react to Willow? Because there's nothing else for me to do right now. I don't know. That was kind of, I mean, it's kind of the truth, but I put a poll out a couple of days ago, and it was literally 50-50 of doing Willow or doing something else. And so I'm like, shit. And I'm like, out of all of the other somethings else, the ones that got the most votes, really, I had like seen already. So I'm like, well, I can't do any of those. And I'm like, shit. I'm like, I don't really know. And it would be too much of a break to wait until Ginny and Georgia. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna release this first episode. If it doesn't end up doing as good as I don't think it's probably gonna do, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it's gonna perform, the first video. If it doesn't perform good, I probably won't pursue it anymore. But if it does end up doing good, then I'll continue doing it. But it's also primarily because I don't really know what else I want to do right now. But it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. The first episode wasn't bad anyway. I'm only one episode into it, but I don't think it was too bad. Are there any sex topics you are embarrassed to talk about with us? No, not really. That's why I'm pretty open. That's why sometimes in the later hours it gets kind of dirty. Because people know. Yeah, I'm pretty much an open book. Oh, cool to know you already recorded your reaction to the Willow episode. Really looking forward to it. I liked it. I liked the first episode. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Oh, Owl House rocks. So sad they canceled it with a new Disney CEO being a douche. Oh, well. You never know. Maybe they'll bring it back. You never know. I watched all the Willow today, and it was really good. All of Willow today. I don't know. I saw mixed reviews about it, but I'm like, so far it was good. I mean, there's not really anything that I like disliked about it from the first episode. I think I just have to watch more of it to know if I'm going to end up liking it or not. I knew in school I was gay, but was too worried what people would say because they can be bitches about it. Oh, yeah. I get that. I didn't come out until I came out as bisexual when I was 19, but then I came out as a lesbian when I was like 21. And I think I came out as bisexual first because I'm like, because I was like, well, at the time, I'd only ever been with men, but also I was like, well, I find men attractive. And then it just took me a while, and I'm like, yeah, but I don't want to be with a man. So, you know. Took me a little while to figure it out. Hi, hello, booger. Did you watch the movie Willow before the first episode? No, and I should have, because I made a couple of comments in the first episode, and I was like, I really should have watched. Well, I didn't know if it was a movie or a show, and because I knew, like, when I watched it, I was like, it was already too late. It was too late. And I was like, shit. So maybe what I'll do is I'll like watch the movie, like maybe I'll watch it tomorrow or something, so that way I'll know, like, because there's definitely quite a bit of things in the first episode where I'm like, I feel like if I would have watched it, like the original, then I would know a little bit more of what's going on. So your awkwardness with some of the Gap scenes honestly made me cackle so much. Because sometimes, like, but listen though, okay? I think it was just like, it's so sensual. And it's like, it makes me feel awkward to watch someone else going through something like so sensual. And usually I don't get that type of way, except for there was like one or two sex scenes that I've ever watched that I've recorded that I think I kind of felt that way. But those were sex scenes. And I'm like, why do I feel even more awkward watching these other scenes of like, they weren't even doing anything. All they were doing, they had a close up of their mouths, and it was like Sam had the pin, she was like messing with the pin in her mouth, and then Mon was, what was she doing? Was she just breathing or something? She was just breathing, or she was doing something with her mouth. Was she putting on lip gloss or chapstick or something? I don't remember No, I think she was just like playing with her lips or something, and I'm like, oh my god, like what? Like what is this? Yeah, there's not many times when I feel that way, but I'm like, this is too sensual for me. like it feels weird watching it. Dirty talk time, or I mean, sure, yeah. I've already been streaming for like 2.5 hours, so why not? It is the naughty hour. Yeah, pretty much. Should I put the disclaimer in here now? A disclaimer just in case anybody doesn't want to listen to any dirty talk of any kind. You can just, I guess, leave. I don't know how else to say that without sounding so like mean, but I don't know. So disclaimer. What is your alcoholic drink of choice when you can drink? Usually beer. Because it's something that beer kind of, I mean, so I'll go with like a light beer, and light beers usually just go with anything. So beer is usually my go-to. I do like a wine that is from this winery in town. I'm not usually a big wine person, but I do really like their wine. And I prefer red over white. And then, but yeah, I don't usually go for cocktails and stuff. I usually just go for like beer. But sometimes if I'm feeling like a little bit like I'm going to mix it up a bit, I'm going to get a cocktail, then I'll do that. But it's usually like, I don't know. It depends. I've had different types of cocktails or whatever, but it's usually, or if I go to a bar or a club, which I have not been in years, but anytime I did go, I would either get a beer or I'd get cranberry vodka or a rum and coke. Those were like usually one of the 3 things I'd get at a club. And it just kind of, I think it depended on how I was feeling or whatever. But yeah, beer is probably my go-to. And then my dad makes these bomb Bloody Marys, so I love them too. I have never dated a man, just full lesbian right here. I have been with 3 men. Well, I've been with 2 men, one night stand. And the one night stand was, I was like, yeah, I'm gay. when I was with, oh God, I think his name was Connor. I don't even remember what his name was. Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, I was thinking about a woman the entire time. I was like, yeah, I'm definitely gay. Um, but I've only ever been with two men sexually, other than that one night stand. So like three in total. And then I've dated other guys, but I've only been with three guys, and then I've been with two women. Like been with two women. Um, but I've dated women too, but just yeah. What can we say? We like vaginas. We do. I watch your reactions to get much more entertaining that way. Well, I appreciate it. I didn't know Willow was a movie till I finished watching the show. I realized it after, because in the intro to the first episode, they talked about it, and I was like, shit. You know what? I think this is because I vaguely remember something about it, and I was like, I think there was a movie or a show, and I talked about it in my reaction, and I'm like, I really wish I would have watched it before watching this episode, because then I would have known more, um, like backstory. Did you get any strap on presents for Christmas? If so, what colors? No, I did not get strap on presents. I did not. I have one strap on, and it's purple. Well, the thing is purple. The strap is black. Me too, never been with a man or have wanted to. I just didn't know, like, cuz I didn't know I was gay until later. I thought before I was gay that I just felt like I was never going to be romantic with anybody like that, or enjoy being romantic with someone, because all the guys that I was with, I was like, I really don't like you. But it wasn't against them. And then the first guy I was ever with cheated on me. And I always told him to. And so it's not my fault that I was cheated on. I'm not going to try to say that, because it wasn't. But I always was like, if you're going to cheat on me, at least cheat on me with someone hotter than me. And it was not. I was like, at least, because so I can understand why you cheated on me. But then I got cheated on. And then I'm like, again, it was not someone hotter than me. So I'm like, I don't understand why you did it. But it's whatever. It's whatever. I don't like men anyway. I felt embarrassed watching this stupid wife love scene, and you guys know the things I say that's unlike me. I don't remember. I need to watch it some more, because I feel like I didn't watch all of Stupid Wife or something. Like, I watched some of it but didn't watch all of it. I don't know. I need to go back and figure out what I've seen and what I haven't seen with it. Willow, if Willow is fun, but I think they should have held off on the kiss. It was very predictable to say, like, when I was watching it, it was very predictable. Well, Cody, you did say it. We love women, and they smell and taste amazing. That they do. I don't drink anymore. It leads to naughty things. Do you not like naughty things? Beer of choice, mine is Guinness. I like Guinness, but Guinness is not a light beer. um, if I'm going for a light beer, I don't know. It depends, because I like Mexicans or Hispanic Mexican style beers. I don't know. I like Mexican style beers, but I'll normally go for, like, my top is Miller. Like, I'll go for a Miller. I like draft. If I can do a draft, I'm going to go for a draft. Whatever's on draft, then I'll just pick whatever's on draft. So if they've got Miller on draft, that's usually the one. Or I like Michelob. I like Blue Moon. I like a lot of light style beers. I don't know if there's any kind of light style beer that I just didn't like. But I do like Guinness. And that's not light style, but yeah. I finally tried a Bloody Mary. It was so good. Oh my God. You just tried a Bloody Mary? It's so delicious. Bloody Marys are like one of my favorites. I've gotten drunk off of a Bloody Mary before. My dad heavy poured me two Bloody Marys, and I was toasted. I had a friend that used to make great milkshakes, vanilla ice cream, chocolate syrup, and banana rum. Oh, that sounds so good. Because I'm happy you came to your senses with those men. Yeah. No. I didn't realize I was gay until later. And then once I realized I was gay, I was like, oh, how did I not know I was gay? Because, like, I always had crushes on women or, like, whatever. I just didn't realize it at the time. But I dated, like, I went on dates with, when I was in high school. Like, what I did was I flowed through, like, I would date a guy for 2 weeks. I had, like, this time period. If I didn't like a guy, if I gave a guy 2 weeks, and if I didn't like him by the end of the 2 weeks, I'd break up with him. So I did. And I did that every 2 weeks until there was one guy that I dated when I was 18. And he really, what had happened there was I ended up like, I loved his family so much. So his what had happened was is like I was a senior in high school, and he was new, and he I was in ROTC, and he was in ROTC too, and then he came in with his mom one day, and his mom was I had a crush on I hope she never watches this ever, but I always had a crush on her. And so I had a huge, huge crush on his mom. And so I'm like, if I stay dating him, then I can I can just like see his mom all the time. And so I dated him for like 9 or 10 months, but our relationship was getting so, his and I's relationship was getting so bad. Not like so bad, but like towards the end of the relationship, I don't know if I was giving off vibes or like what, that I just wasn't interested in him at all, and it just took him 10 months to figure out that I wasn't really interested in him. But at the end of like the last month of our relationship, I think, well, I know what happened. He had cheated on me, but he like kind of ghosted me the last month that we were dating. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I'm like, why aren't you texting me or talking to me or like whatever? And so I broke up with him, and I was so bummed. I was so bummed. And then it was like a week later, and I found out that he had cheated on me, and so that's why he was like being all weird. And so that's what happened with him. And then the other guy that I was with, the second guy I was with, dated him for like a year, but I was only ever with him because my arch nemesis liked him, and so I was like, oh, then I'll date him because I don't like you, and so I'm gonna get the man that you like. I was petty. And then we even like lived together and stuff too, but then I was like, he's the one that told me that I was gay every single day, and yeah, and that was a toxic relationship. But anywho, sorry, went on a whole tangent, but felt like I needed to say that. My drink of choice is Jack and Coke. Yep, Jack and Coke's good. Loved your warrior nun reactions. Oh, thank you. Sexuality is complicated, my friend. It is complicated. He cheated on you. Was he blind or something? Well, thank you, but but when I'm with a guy and when I'm with a girl, they were like completely different. Like now that I look back at it, the way that I was in those relationships was complete opposite. Just because I wasn't ever interested in the men, and so like I was interested in the women. So I was completely different. And with the men, I'm like, I don't really like you. So I'm just like, stoic. And um, you could tell I wasn't really interested, And so I wasn't interested at all. And so, yeah. But with women, I was very much interested. So there's the difference there. But he didn't have to. The thing is he didn't have to cheat on me. He could have just been like, listen, I don't think it's working out. But I think what had happened whenever he cheated on me, because I don't even know the full extent of it. I don't know the full story because I didn't give a shit. I still don't. But I think I think they were both drunk, and then it just happened. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't give a shit. So I got gifted an adult toy for one of my birthdays in their words, have my birthday go out with a bang, was the most awkward gift I have ever received. What kind of I'm gonna regret asking this. What kind of toy was it? Was it a strap-on? I do like naughty things, but I'm trying to behave these days. Oh, that's boring. Do you regret having sex with the men you were with? I mean, yes, but no, because I want to say that I regretted because I didn't do it because I wanted to do it. I just did it because I thought that that's what I was supposed to want. So that's what I regret about it. But I mean, I guess because I don't want to ever say that I regretted things in my life, so I don't want to say I regretted it, but I regretted doing something that I didn't want to do. And I gave consent every time. It wasn't that. It was just, I don't know. I felt like I was supposed to want it, and that's why I did it, but I didn't. Bloody Mary is the hair of the dog always the next morning. Always the next morning. I love Bloody Marys. I don't know what it is. Wow, Cassie, that's brutal. Time's up, buddy. Wait, what's brutal? Which one's brutal? Oh, you hear? I'm just like popping like crazy right now. Same, biggest crush was the kid from Air Bud. I don't remember that movie. Gave up starting high school. I don't know. I had crushes on women when I was in high school. I just didn't realize that they were really like crushes, I don't know. Was his mom a MILF? Of course she was. That's why I had a crush on her. I feel like my mom knew that I had a crush on her too. I don't know. I feel like my mom doesn't even know. But I feel like if I were to tell my mom, she'd be like, oh, I know. Because my mom and her were friends. So they became friends like after him and I got together. And then my mom and her then became friends. And then yeah, they're not still friends though, because that would be weird. But then, because everything kind of ended after high school, so Cassie's first boyfriend's mom has got it going on. Yeah, well, I'd always volunteer to do stuff with her too. I'd be like, he would want to do stuff with me, like go on a date or something. I'd be like, no, let's just chill at your place and we'll watch a movie at your place. Wherever your mom's gonna be at. I don't know. And again, at this time, I had no freaking clue that I was gay. I just wanted to hang out with his mom all the time. This is, when I came out, I was like, oh my God, now everything makes sense. Oh, best friend with his mom for sure. Yeah, I was. And I would tell my other friends that she was my best friend because we would like do things together. We would like plan stuff together. We would like because we would plan these like these like military balls, and we'd plan these like parties or like whatever. We'd plan all these like different things together. I'd be like, I volunteer. I'm like, yeah, I had it bad. I don't even know. I didn't even realize I had it bad either. That was the thing. It was crazy. So you have a purple and black strap on. Nice. You should add more to your collection. Is it purple or blue? I think it's purple. I should add more to my collection. I don't know. I feel like I don't necessarily need it. Get the man that he liked, sweet summer child. What's that from? Cass, you should get a rainbow strap on. Is that not like the gayest thing? Was just a run for the mill vibrator, though. They did pick my favorite color, so brownie point for them. Oh, gotcha. What's your favorite color? I'm just trying to envision what this thing looks like. You okay, Cassie? You look uncomfortable. I'm good. I'm good. It's just pregnancy. Blaming it. Oh, there it goes. I popped again. I'm popping. And I've been sitting here for almost 3 hours, so, you know. It's just my back. You know. It's because I'm pregnant. Shit. Oh, that deep. I don't know how it feels to sleep with someone I had no attraction to. You're strong, but it was the culture at the time. Yeah, I just felt like I was supposed to. I don't know. Like I said, and I gave consent because like I thought I was supposed to want it. I just didn't think because I mean like of course like you're told that you're supposed to want it, and then so but especially when it's your first time, then you're like, well, I don't know what it feels like. I don't know. I have never done it before, so I don't know. Maybe I could want it after doing it, but then after doing it, I didn't. I still didn't want it, and then after we broke up, I was like, well, maybe it was the person I was with. So then I dated another guy. And then I think we had sex. I could, like, out of the whole year that we were in a relationship, I think we had sex maybe like 3 times out of the whole year. I would not be surprised if he ended up cheating on me too, because we only had sex 3 times in one whole year. Um, and then, yeah. So, and then there was the one night stand. Giving the guys 2 weeks and then time's up. I felt like 2 weeks was good. It was like, I got to know them, but if I didn't like them, like, maybe I was being too picky. I didn't want to be too picky. You know what I mean? But went to Catholic school, thought I had to be a nun. Wasn't much lesbian media content in the 80s. Navy can cure that thought real quick. Yeah. I prefer a tongue instead of a strap. And people like different things. Purple is my favorite color. Oh. Well, then there you go. Same. Hands and tongue is all I need. Which is why we don't have, like, a whole lot of toys. Because we don't really need it. I don't know. Just the type of stuff that we like is not. And I don't like to receive from a strap. So, you know. It was what was next. The nope, but around no one that would say it wasn't. They were so bad at it. Oh, try again. And let me tell you, I think I've said this before too, but with men, it was so bad. Because I wasn't in it. I didn't enjoy it. And um, I just laid there every fucking time. I'm like, I'm not into this. I'm just, you do your thing. And then, like, I never had an orgasm with a man. Never. Ever. Ever, ever. And I even, like, I tried different things with men, too. Like, the same shit that a woman could do. And never, ever, ever had an orgasm with a man. But the second that I got with a woman, I was like, yep, all right. For sure. So, Cass, has your wife been with a man? See, yeah, so Anna's bisexual. Yep, Anna's bisexual. Kind of the times. Yep. It was the times too. Like, it was the times, but also, like, I don't know. It kind of sucks because it's like, I kind of wish it wasn't like that because I think if it was so, the school that I was in, it was like Bible Belt. So it was like, you're not supposed to like the same sex. You're not supposed to do this. You're not supposed to do that. But if I would have known that all of that stuff was okay and like whatever, and then, because I felt like if I would have known earlier, then things would have been better. There's something on my camera. But I'm happy I didn't go with a man. I don't know if I would throw up because of how much I love women. I so wish that I wish I would have known the stuff that I know now back then. Although, I feel like if I would have known this stuff back then, so that's why it would be a good thing and a bad thing, because then I would just like, I can tell you I would have never have been with a man, and I would have just, I don't think I would have been a slut. Like, I don't feel like I would have been a lesbian slut, but I don't know. That, and I don't feel like there definitely wasn't a lot of women that I was remotely attracted to in high school. I feel like it's because my type is like older women. Um, so I think that's why also, I don't think I would have been a slut. Now that I think about it, I don't think I would have been, because number one, there wasn't anybody I was attracted to. Even like as I look back on it, there wasn't anyone I was attracted to except for the older women. So, but at the time I was in high school, so I was underage. So even if I wanted to, I had a couple of like crushes on teachers. There was like a teacher or two that I had a crush on. And then of course, like I said, my boyfriend's mom at the time. Why don't you like to receive a strap on? I don't know. Because I don't. Because I don't feel like I get off that way. What I like is I'm a very touchy-feely person. And I like control. And I feel like if someone else has a strap on, then I'm not in control. And I like to feel everything. And if it's a strap on, I'm not feeling them. I'm feeling something else. So I feel like I can't get off on it. So, I get off on feeling everything. I don't know why I did this hand movement. I don't know what all this was about, but like, I like to feel everything. And so that's what I get off on. Women are the sexy equivalent of an aphrodisiac. I completely agree with that. What were your expectations about having sex with a woman for the first time and the reality after sex? That's a hard question to answer because I think because like also being touchy feely. Um, I also okay, so I think it comes back to um, knowing what I like and and stuff, not just like who I like, but like what I like, and because I like to be in control and to be touchy feely and stuff, then I feel like my expectation and my reality was exactly the same. I don't, because I thought it was going to be amazing and it was amazing. And that was that. I wasn't disappointed. And if anything, I think it was better than what I thought. It was probably better than what I thought. But um, whenever I was with a guy, I tried as hard as I could not to touch him. I did not want to touch him at all. And I'm like, and I pretty much, I was just like, okay, you do your thing, and then cool, and then that's it. We're done after that, and because I thought that if he was getting off, then it would get me off, but nope. But I didn't know that. But it's just because I didn't know who I liked, what I liked at the time, and then whenever I realized I liked women, then that helped out a lot, um, and then once I realized what I liked in the bedroom, then you know, expectation meets reality. I've always just I've just always been attracted to women. I never thought anything of it. I flirted even when I was younger. I don't know if the other girls knew that though. I flirt and I I flirt, but I don't just because I flirt doesn't necessarily mean I want to be with them because I think I'm just like a flirty person, but it doesn't mean I want to have sex with them. I don't know. I had girl crushes on the upperclassmen when I was a freshman. I did. I there was one or two upperclassmen I did have a crush on when I was a freshman. And I think one of them is gay too. I'm pretty sure. But I think I found that out like recently. So I'm like, "Oh, crazy." Aye. I never got the whole everything revolves around penetration with a guy. Like even when the kissing, even even the kissing, why you trying to clean my nostrils they removed years ago. They won't find them. That's true too. Oh god, women can kiss so much better than men. I don't know what I don't know who taught men how to kiss, but my very first kiss was with it was funny because my very first kiss was with a girl. It was a pet kiss, but it was a kiss. And then I, but it was like I was like so young at the time, and it was just I think we were all just like, let's just do it, just to do it, and then we did it, and then I was like, cool. So it wasn't really like anything. I was so young at the time too, so I'm like I don't know what I like or what I didn't like or whatever, but oh my gosh, my home studies class, I was a teacher's pet. See, but I think one or two of the teachers that I had a crush on, well, at least one of them was kind of a hoe. So she would always like, I think she knew that I kind of had a crush on her. So she would like bend over in front of me and she always wore these like loose shirts. And she always wore like lingerie type bras. Like, I'm sorry, but my natural go to is like a sports bra or like I don't know. If I want to seduce someone, then I'll wear a lingerie bra. So why she wore a lingerie bra to teach students and wear a loose shirt, and she wore hooker boots and fishnet stockings with a short skirt. Her outfits were never, I'm like, how she got away with wearing this shit, I don't know. But she would always bend over in front of me, and so then I'm like, oh, like, I have to look. You know what I mean? Like, but like, and my parents and I, we would always talk about it. We were like, you remember Mrs. So and so? And but yeah, there was her, and then I had a crush on another teacher, but I was mean to her, and that's a whole other thing. Um, but I think she knew I kind of had a crush on her, and that's why I was mean to her, which is why she never ever gave me attention when she should have. But whatever. Don't get me started with teachers. I know, man. I remember younger friends asking, and I'm talking like in high school one year, but asking and being so confident and full BS, just trying to imagine me and you. I do love that movie too. I like Control 2, as the internet probably knows by now. I think for me it depends on who who I'm it does depend on who I'm with. So I could be in control, but I could also not be in control. But usually when I tend to get off is when I'm in control. Um but I don't have to be in control. So it's not, I'm not like a it just depends. It depends on the person that I'm with. But I don't mind being submissive in the bedroom. That shit is a turn on. Yeah, I don't mind being either or. Well, the thing is like if I'm gonna be dominant, it depends on the person. Again, it depends on the person. But then I'm like, if you're depends on what they want. Like, because some stuff I don't want to do because it's depending on how far they want to go, and I'm like, I can't do that to you because I'm like I can't because I don't like to hurt people, and so if they want something like that, I can't bring myself to hurt someone, um, even if it's for their pleasure. It's just for me, it kills me to hurt someone, even if it gives them pleasure. One of my faves in sex is a woman having a gag ball in her mouth with her hands in cuffs and fucks like a banshee. Oh my god. You like what you like. I don't know. I would be okay with trying just about anything. I just don't want to hurt someone. You know what I mean? Now, if I'm being hurt, that's a little bit of a different situation. I think Cody said what I felt when I tried kissing a few, just felt kind of sick feeling in my stomach at the thought of sex with a guy. I just put it out of my mind. I went into a different zone. And with the especially like with the one night stand, I just imagined it was a woman. And that's where I went. That's where my mind went. Did that come from a trust point? What part? I flirt for sexual purposes only. I am super friendly though, but there is no mistaking the two. See, I can flirt and it not be like sexual, but I can also flirt and it be sexual. And but I feel like people would definitely know the difference. Like I feel like you would probably know if I'm interested in you in that way. Women are passionate. I mean, that was my experience. You say about men kissing can't speak for all men. Well, no, I mean, just the guys that I was with anyway. They couldn't. So I can't even say that all men don't know how to kiss, but all the guys that I was with do not know how to kiss. Yikes. Yeah, this was Catholic school, so no, obviously, ho vibe. She was just so everything a les could want. Oh, damn. You would just you would relish in the fantasies though. Like I would I would just relish in the fantasies. I feel like that's what got me through most of my life was just like fantasizing about, like, even when I was with men, just fantasizing about being with a woman. And then like that's what got me through like some of those longer term relationships. Should a teacher may have liked you? Don't tell me that cuz um yeah, I don't, especially the one that was like she should have given me detention and she never did. Um she was a permanent substitute is what they called it because she wasn't a teacher, but she was the sub until they got the new teacher in. Um I remember, oh god, I was such a little asshole. Um there was one time and I felt so bad for her cuz I'm not a mean person. Um and so there was one time when because we had our original teacher in the first semester and she just wanted to party all the time, and um she hated her job and she just wanted to party all the time, and she got fired because we never learned anything because she didn't have a curriculum or anything like that. We just partied and watched movies and like whatever. Well, the second semester came along and the permanent substitute had to teach us 2 semesters worth of work in one semester, and we went from partying all the time and having like pizza and like candy and like watching movies, and like that was our chill period that we could just go in and just fuck around or whatever, right? And so um not literally fuck around, but you know what I mean, just like do whatever. And and so here's this new permanent substitute who was coming in to actually do her job and to teach us what we needed to be taught. And so everyone hated her, and I wanted to be cool, and she that's all this moment was. And so she's like, let's do this, let's play this game where um I'm gonna have you guys write on these little pieces of paper, and they're completely anonymous, what you want to change in this classroom. And so I don't even know what anyone else put, to be honest, because all I remember in this moment was what I did. And I'm like, there's like 20, 30 kids in this classroom, and she was only gonna pick up like a couple of like pieces of paper out of all of the students. So I'm like, she's not even gonna pick up mine. Well, she did, but she what I wrote on the little piece of paper is I said she should be fired, and we should be able to like have parties again. And so um she read there was like 2 that she read the first 2, and they were like legitimate suggestions, whatever. I don't know what it was, but and then she got to mine, and I knew when she got to mine because she would read each one out loud immediately as she opened it, and she got to mine and she looked at it and she stopped and she's like, okay, we're done. And I was like, and I told all of my friends at the table, and I was like, do you think I should put this or whatever? And I was like, trying to be cool, and they were like, yeah, do it. And so I did it to be cool. And so when I did it, but whenever she looked at it and like I saw her facial expression and then I hurt her feelings, I regretted it so hard. And like it was such a surreal like it felt like a movie moment, whenever like someone like did something and they hurt someone's feelings that they like, and I didn't like care about her even, like it was just, but it was someone like I hurt her feelings, like I hurt someone's feelings, and I didn't think that it would, I don't know, like in my mind I didn't think it was gonna hurt her feelings. I didn't think she really gave a shit about us or whatever, and like I was just trying to be cool, and she looked at it and it hurt her feelings, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, why did I do that? And I felt so bad about it for the rest of the day, and I could not bring myself. I have such a thick conscience that I'm like, I can't, like I'm like sweating, and I'm like I can't do anything without like thinking about her, like hurting her feelings or whatever. So I was like, okay, so I went to her classroom after school was over, and I was like, hey, so, and I told her, I was like, so that was me. I wrote that, and I said I didn't, I told her, and I said I didn't think it was going to hurt your feelings. I didn't think you really gave a shit. I just thought that you were doing it for the job or whatever. And I was so expecting her to give me detention. And she's like, well, she said she knew it was me. And I'm like, I'm like, how would she know it was me? Because, like, she's so new. She didn't know our handwriting and, like, whatever. And unless I was probably being obvious. And I'm like, hey, do you think I should, like do this? And, like, well, unless I was being loud about it or whatever. But, so maybe she put the pieces together. But I told her, and I was like, I felt so bad, and I told her, and then so expecting her to give me detention, and she didn't. She looked right at me, and she's like, yeah, I knew. She's like, I knew it was you, but I knew that you felt bad, and she's like, and then you came and talked to me about it, so. And I was like, holy shit. And I was like, I think that was when I started to kind of have a crush on her. I always thought she was like super pretty, but like I didn't really have a crush on her until like I think after that moment, and then I was like, oh shit. I was like, yep, I have a crush on her. I know this is off topic, but all of you are lovely humans. Oh, you're a lovely human too, Cody. Is it bad that I never found a guy attractive or even tried? No. Everyone likes what you like, Don't worry, the cuffs are not that tight, and the gag ball is enough space around the mouth, not too tight, as that is all sorted out beforehand. Like I said, I'm willing to try, like, whatever it is or whatever. The only thing I don't like doing is just hurting people. So there's a big difference between platonic flirting with like your friends and actual flirting. Oh yeah, for sure. I flirt with a purpose. I want a girl to want to touch herself when she thinks about me. Oh my gosh. I never thought about it like that. I don't think anyway. Maybe I have. I don't know. I don't think that there was a person that I that I flirted with hard enough that I wanted them to think in that way. I don't know. Maybe, or maybe I just didn't think about it. I don't know. I'm just in the hospital with headphones on watching your live. Oh, I bet that's awkward. Sorry. I hope you're okay. Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah. Also, I hope you're okay. Jeez. I'm sorry. Just completely neglected that aspect of it. Your nurse is asking you about the rise in your blood pressure yet? For real. Same, my brother's English teacher, one sub went through the ringer. You have 30 16-year-olds trashing her. It was awful. Yeah, I mean, I had never done anything like that before either. I don't know what came over me, and I think I just like took the opportunity to see, like, I'm like, that, and I'm like, I swore, I'm like, she's not gonna pick out mine. So I'm going to make it seem like I'm cool and then it not actually end up doing anything. But then she ended up reading it and then I was like, fuck. So, Cass, sounds like you went to Catholic school too. Guilt is our motto there. I mean, I don't have anything to compare it to because I never went to Catholic school. But it was definitely, we were Bible Belt for sure. Killed me. I had borrowed a book from her room, made sure to give it back. That's good. That's a good one. I felt like we, after that moment though, like her and I had this like mutual respect for each other. And then also had a crush on her. And then she probably knew I had a crush on her. I had a teacher in college who was touching me all the time or always coming over to talk to me. They gave me weird signals sometimes and you don't know what to do with it. Yeah, for sure. She was just a little bit of a skank. I think she did that to my sister too. Like we should have talked about that when McKenna was on here last week. I should have said, hey, you remember Mrs. So and so, and because I'm pretty sure she did kind of the same stuff to my sister too, like would bend over in front of her and yeah. Giving you a chance, English teachers. That one was a geometry teacher. Well, I mean, she was a permanent sub, so she wasn't like a teacher, like I said, but it was geometry. I fucking hated geometry too. God, geometry sucked. Hey, how are you? I'm good, Alicia. How are you? Right, I'm off to sleep now. I'm off to sleep now, falling asleep, speaking soon. Speaking of, I probably need to get off of here because it's been like almost 3.5 hours that I've been streaming and my back is killing me and I'm really tired. And my back just popped. But anywho's, I have a different type of video coming out tomorrow. I don't know how it's going to do. We'll see. That's why I was like trying new things. We're going to have a different video coming out tomorrow. But then and then the Willow episode is going to go out Friday. But, and thank you again, Tracy, for sending me the stuff in the P.O. box. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Because after that's Jenny and Georgia. So we'll see if I end up continuing Willow. But I enjoyed today's stream. Thank you guys so much. And I will see you guys next Wednesday.